It is possibly working.
Yeah, sometimes YouTube itself.
Let's give it a minute.
Yeah, YouTube itself is
Popping it
weird.
over. Excellent connection.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna make sure that we have
fantastic.
live chat so we don't miss any.
I'm waiting for our usual peeps.
They'll be here. We're getting it going.
Mitch was still trying to get his Banzuke ready, so
I've not. Apparently, this one's a problem. I've not done any research. I've not done any pre-gaming. There was a couple of posts and discussions.
Just had to ignore them.
I scrolled. I was like, crap, I can't read any of this. It looks interesting. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no peeking beforehand.
Can't get any of this done. So,
okay, so Habab Gob is like in the middle of finals, and he's still here.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is another. We were talking about December being crazy.
Yeah.
You got if you're in school, this is finals. This is semester ending stuff. You have some killer classes, and then you walk back to your dorm, or you go back to your car, and it's dark out and miserable.
Yeah.
And you feel stupid.
Raining. Oh, yep. He agrees with your shishi.
Yes.
Yes, just like All Might. I do love All Might. He's great. Well, I hope this is going to be a good break for you, Habab Gob, instead of like sabotaging you for your finals. Final today, final tomorrow, but Banzuke takes precedence. Yeah. I hope you're ready.
Oh, yeah, have us on in the background while you're studying.
Yeah, maybe it's like it'll help you focus or something.
She goes to Jonakuchi right now.
I can't promise that suddenly Goose won't realize we're on and like call to rant. So John's here. He actually could fix it if that happens.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But I'm glad we've got our two regulars on here. So at the very least, we can talk Banzuke because they know what they're doing.
A little bit.
Monster really knows. He was talking about, I think, Maegashira 8 to Maegashira 12 being an issue, with Oshoma being a problem.
Yeah, again, I was going through the community tab. I see it. I'm like, can't. I just dove under the couch. Cannot see any pre-gaming. I have to go into this blind or it's not fun.
Exactly. Like, if you've come here for some serious analysis, you are at the wrong place.
There are a dozen different places you could be.
Oh, yeah. And those people know what they're talking about, and they get it done in about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to be here for a long time.
We could be here for 2 hours, and we would be horrible.
Yeah. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. Well, it's like the live show I did the other day where I basically just went into the community tab and we watched videos.
Oh, dude, that was a YouTube watch party.
Yeah, I loved
legendary.
That. There's going to be more of those because if I'm going to watch those videos, I might as well watch them with the 42 Opinions guys.
Oh, might as well.
It was more fun that way.
All right. So it is close enough to the end of the basho that I don't feel like I'm completely done with November.
I know, isn't it weird?
Early. Because normally they do the Christmas thing for the December Banzuke,
which is kind of cool, but it's kind of not cool.
It's
a nice little present.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just this is the first year that we've done Guess the Banzuke.
Oh, this time of year. Oh, that's right. This is like a new thing.
This is it's not been a year yet, but
we've just been doing this whole thing for so long. It's all the years are blending together.
4 years of it. Goofiness of the chat mixed with the intellectualism of the Banzuke Nostradamus is always a good time.
Hey, the chat is what makes this whole thing.
And also we have a couch Yokozuna. He is
a couch Yokozuna. But you know what? He could probably still win from the couch too. I don't know though. People have been saying he's been looking a little thin. If he's not
just the way that he is, you gotta maintain that. And if maintaining that's a problem, if you're too injured,
he may never step in the ring again.
I think he'll do it once. I don't know if he'll stay the 15 days.
The popularity poll's out.
Is this
This is the Reddit popularity poll for favorite best and worst sumo wrestlers.
All right, let's immediately go off the rails.
Yes, we need to check out the popularity poll. He hasn't read it yet. Oh, they don't want us to look at it.
Oh, okay.
All right, fine. Could have reacted live, Michael says, I'm super hyped for this dual Yokozuna run to take place.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. absolutely fantastic situation. It could turn into a disaster, of course.
But there are people that are already talking about how if they both get promoted at the same time, their number only matters when one of them retires, and that they're...
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll be surprised if either of them gets it in January.
I mean, we've been down this path with Takakeisho, and I think he was the only one who even had a shot the last 4 years.
I like the hope, and he does...
Oh, Kirishima had one shot at it.
He was one win away from being Yokozuna.
And then his whole career collapsed. So let's just temper our expectations, because you thought getting Ozeki was hard. Getting to Yokozuna is like an impossible feat.
There's a chance that... Well, I'll say it's possible. I'll say I don't want to be a doomer. Let's let the hope thrive.
You are the hopeful one in this. I enjoy your hope.
Try to like everyone. Schrodinger's popularity poll, Takakeisho is both the most popular and not the most popular until you actually see the results.
Oh, there's a podcast out.
Okay.
All these podcasts. I was gonna say this one is easy. The Ozeki.
The Ozeki. This is money in the bank.
Yeah.
There it is.
Those are just some free points right there, baby.
And this is officially the end of my confidence.
I know. And so we get 0 points for everything else.
All right. Daisho, I got this. And then Wakamoto Haru is here. And then... I don't know.
No chance Wakamoto Haru. No. He can't pass Daisho, right?
No. Well, he was Kamasubi. So he's getting promoted to Sekiwake.
Right. Where's Daisho's holding?
Daisho's
holding.
Oh,
he's shifting over one.
Yeah.
I never actively cheered against the Yokozuna run until Kiri Furauyama had his run this January. Oh, you are too hard on poor little Kirishima. That man's got guts. But that's okay. We're hard on people on this channel. If even one of them makes it, I'm going to celebrate my ass off. Yeah, it'd be nice. It's been so many years. It was last Yokozuna was Terunofuji. I have the terror match where he tossed Kiribayama like a doll on repeat in my head. Yeah, well, I have the Takakeisho second match against Terunofuji blasting him out in my mind on repeat. That's my happy place.
Got lifted out by Hoshoryu.
I know.
In November.
That was some cool stuff. Watch Onosato get a 12-3 Yusho and nothing else interesting happens. People are going to hate him even more if he comes in and takes the Yusho.
Everyone is sleeping on Onosato.
Oh.
We're talking about dual.
I know. He did exactly what we predicted.
Yeah, he did.
He got a 9-6 because he had all the fatigue.
Like 11-4.
Look at this dude.
12-3. Oh, no. So much pressure. I've never got a Yusho before. 9-6.
I know.
This is what it feels like. 13. Oh no, I've never been Ozeki before. 9-6. What happens next, Maria?
It might be another one. It might be a 14-1 this time.
There is some interesting counterplay that people are actually figuring him out.
Yes,
and that's
he looked the weakest, not just because he was tired. Like people figured out ways against him.
There was the Daisho bear hug was
amazing.
I'm like, dang, he did that.
And now, and everybody was watching that, so...
Everybody, take a note.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just get inside.
Exactly. Dual Yokozuna, January, please. Hello, Army. Thanks for stopping by. Kirishima got the neck injury back in Makusha and has had to be careful ever since. Sounds just like Takakeisho. Maybe the Tachi eye needs to be worked on. I'm also considering that Onosato becoming Yokozuna is a potential inevitability at this point with injury notwithstanding. He's a lot harder to injure in some ways, but in other ways not. When you're that big, somebody isn't going to injure you. But if you land wrong, you break your ankle.
Yeah.
So, look at Ichinojo. Being big doesn't guarantee injury-free, but the odds of Hoshoryu picking you up and tossing you out probably not going to happen.
Not that happening. Considering that Onosato becoming Yokozuna is a potential inevitably at this point.
I'm pretty sure he is going to become Yokozuna.
It's a matter of when.
Yeah. The question is he going to spoil January and make everybody hate him more? I don't know. Because seriously, if he wins and Kotozakura and Hoshoryu are both like nothing, they're going to be like, this is so boring. I hate January. Ugh. Personally, I am starting to worry about Hoshiryu Yokozuna chances. He can beat the big guys every now and then, but not consistently. Big guys is an issue. Well, that's the challenge of being small man, big man. Because he is way smaller than the other guys, but he's way stronger than the usual small guy. It's just up to him to be clever enough to do it.
He's showing he can.
Yeah, I mean, what was his name? Why is my brain... The Fuji.
Chiono Fuji?
Chiono
the
Fuji.
Wolf.
The Wolf. I mean, he can do it. I mean, I can understand the concern, but he is capable. Doesn't mean he'll do it, but he's capable. Had I known about Kirishima's neck injury and Makushita sooner, I probably would have been a fan, but it's too late. Yeah, sometimes you just get your opinion, and it doesn't change. I just want the Rikishi to have fun out there. Who is the early Yusho pick for January? Have you even wrapped your brain around that?
Onosato.
I was going to say Onosato. Oh my goodness. Could we possibly both pick the same person? I can't pick Hoshiryu because it works against me. I don't know if I can ever pick again.
You have to pick. You have to pick someone. You do crazy dark horse. You go with your heart. It's early. It's early. You have time.
Yeah, but it does feel like it's only like 5 guys have a shot. There's not all these outside guys anymore.
It's harder.
Unless Haku Oho comes in and just becomes what he was before.
Maybe.
I mean, that'd be excellent, except then we lose the Yokozuna run. So it might not be. Timing is everything.
Poor Ichinojo, too big, too hurt, bad relationship with Oyakata, cut his time short.
Hey, he's apparently hanging out in Hollywood, making movies, making friends.
Yeah, he went over to this side of the lake.
I guess there's all these. I don't know if you did listen to the last live stream. There's all these movies that people are in. Yu Takayama's in a movie. Ichinojo's in a movie.
All the retired people.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to see these movies. Ichinojo's going to have a huge career after Sumo now. Watch.
Maybe. Never too late. Kiryu can come back. Give Hoshiryu credit for going straightforward sumo against big guys, where Haruma Fuji and some lighter Ozeki have resorted to trying to get behind.
Yeah, and he kind of slowed down on his Hanka not Hanka, too. It's like he's really out there to prove himself. How can you not love that? Dude has got so much.
Every day, dynamic sumo.
Oh, man. I'm such a huge fan. Even Taro used to vouch for Ichinojo's capability way back in the day. Let's be a little fair, though. He was best buddies with Ichinojo. They came on the plane together to Japan. Now, with that being said, I do think Ichinojo was an absolute stud when he started, but Teru, they're buddies. Definitely 100% will take perfect technique against Koto and Onosato. I'll still be riding the Hoshiryu train, choo-choo. Yeah, absolutely. He has to be perfect. That is the problem with the small guys.
Yeah,
they can't make mistakes. Yeah. Quackadoo is not like me. He will always pick Hoshiryu. I picked him like 3 Basho in a row, and he had like bad ones. So I feel like I'm bad luck. Even though I don't actually believe in that, I kind of believe in it. So maybe I'll just pick Hoshiryu again. Hoshiryu wins, it becomes Yokozuna. Should I do that? Teru, Ichinojo, and Mitoryu were considered the same talent level. Mitoryu was considered to be the best when he was coming out of university. Mitoryu? Yikes, I wouldn't have known that.
He would. Well, it's one of those, the hottest prospects coming out, and then...
Who can actually handle it?
The transition's rough.
And then just level of ability to climb. You know, some people are just faster learners or more skilled or whatever.
7 and 8 in Juryo.
Yikes, man.
He's figuring it out again.
Poor Mitoryu, he probably is like, what happened to me? I was supposed to be a contender.
He had his moment.
That sounds ridiculous looking back. Yeah. Don't worry, Maria. I'm wishing for a Kotozakura Yusho, so by the Jinx logic, Hoshiryu has a good chance. There we go. We just got to work together. Mitch is supposed to be coming, I think. he at least said something in the comment section. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. I won't be able to stay on long, so I want to say that to everyone. By the way, how's sparring? Thank you, Army. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. Sparring is interesting. So ever since I got the green belt, it's open season on me now, which is funny. Because when I was yellow Q, it was like, oh, go easy on her. Then I get to green belt, which is intermediate, the first level of intermediate skills. And I go to spar, and it's like, oh, you have to spar black belts now, and they're just sort of like, all right, what do you got? And I've had some tough fights. I've learned some things, like you have to be careful. You have to be careful if you choose to make a move on a black belt. It can backfire on you. Like, you better be ready for what's coming. Now, I haven't gotten hurt, but I've felt nervous, very nervous about the way I am now approached. I've taken some kicks where I'm like, whoa, you don't have to kick me so hard. Thanks. We don't usually do Jurio Quackadoo because we don't even watch Jurio matches. So we can do it for fun because on this stream, anything goes.
We can look Jurio, I guess. It's not on the form for Guess the Banzuke.
I mean, you could just
let's find out.
You just put Busho's on and Jurio 1. We can make a completely foolish Jurio, and then you guys can make fun of us.
We're keeping Nabatame. That's all I'm doing. 14 West he holds.
This is funny. Hoshuri was without a doubt the most talented active sumotori today, but his size and consistency in comparison to his peers are too big roadblocks to overcome. I just hope he can keep the momentum. Listen, I love the underdog. Just love him. And somehow Takekeisho had a very successful career despite all of his limitations. I believe in Hoshoryu. This is my favorite question, John. It's for you. We have got a lot of Maria lore recently. What is a piece of John lore that we should know?
Let's see. Well, if you want to know somebody who is in the smack dab center of a Venn diagram that involves video games, sumo, and homebrewing.
Ah, yes, the homebrewing.
Yes. I collect hobbies that have nothing to do with each other.
Yes. You're well-rounded. You're like a Renaissance man.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't touch Crash much.
Iron sharpening iron. You'll get better facing harder competition. Don't give up. Oh, I definitely don't give up. I just, I get humbled a lot. It's great growth. It's great human growth, honestly, to, get kicked and punched every once in a while. Because you realize, hey, I got punched in the face the other day because I leaned in and I didn't have my guard up, and it was very foolish. And, I can take a hit. That's actually my strength. So it didn't damage me in any way, but I thought, better keep your arms up. So it's been humbling, a little stressful, but, I live for it. I live for the challenge. That's why I like violent sports like sumo. I'm just that kind of person. Did you see Tamashoho versus Nabatame? No. Do you ever see the Jurio matches?
Rarely. Sometimes Kintamiyama will have a Jurio match in the beginning.
That's
of
when
his
we catch
show.
it. I don't know if you guys know, but, the guy, he is just erased from everywhere. So, I hope someday NHK will just give us a premium package. We'll pay for it. We'll give you all our money.
They are working on it. It is a behind closed doors fist fight between Sumo Association, NHK, Abema, who gets the pile of money, who's in charge of the footage.
That's a good point.
And then you have to host it online. Do you do the English? Do you do the Japanese?
Right, do you invest in it?
Are we using? Who's storing it? How's the bit rate? What's the prices?
But you'll make so much money. But they're doing that London tour. Have you guys heard? Have you heard? They are doing a 5-day tournament in London with the top division wrestlers. That is a great sign for all of us. They haven't done that since the 1990s or the 1980s. So that means they really are going to start focusing on the international. I'm assuming that's going to sell really, really well, and that's going to get us our TV deals.
I'm hoping it is a pivot. some of the media for it had Kitano Waka taking pictures in London.
Yeah.
Which confused me for a minute, and then I realized that he's Hakaku's boy. And that sort of makes sense.
Yep,
and then
send
it
your
hurt
boy.
me because Hakaku's other boy was likely injured and couldn't make the trip.
And he would have been the one. Pain, John.
Would have been him. Would have been him.
It's a painful 2024. Okay. We're missing some comments here. Okay. Me being a lifetime martial artist fighting black belt since a child, I already know how bad things can get when they really want to turn up on you. You know it intellectually, but until you see them do it, it's crazy. You're in there and you're just fooling around, and then all of a sudden you hit the right spot and they decide they want to punish you for it, and you're like, yep, I knew it was coming, but I still wasn't prepared. Wow, I didn't know I was on the podcast with you, Maria. So apparently Monster and you are kindred spirits.
Apparently.
I'm not surprised.
There's also Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer, but I think those are sort of part and parcel with video games.
Yeah, kind of tied.
Yeah, not really. You'll find people in one that do the other.
Tamashoho and Tamawashi both in Makauchi. Oh, so that's official? I can't wait for that pairing. Everyone has a plan until they punched in the face. Yes.
Very true.
It really does throw you off, like for maybe 15 seconds. I had to just like move out of the way because he wasn't done. He honestly didn't even look at me like, are you okay? He was just like, you okay? I'm like, yeah. And then we just kept going. There was no time to care. Leo Dixon made a compilation for Nabatame last Basho. It's the 15th day. Okay, so I will check it out then. If I'll just go on Leo's channel and check it out. NHK, stop hurting us. Tache blog post links to official NHK Jurio matches every day during the Basho. Oh.
Yep.
I haven't been to Tache in a while. I used to go daily, and then I just kind of got out of it. Poor King Tamayama, I was binging older Basho before he got taken down.
Yeah, his OG channel had like 10 years of footage, and I think what happens is that he took it down himself, like he just saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, he didn't get kicked off.
And he's just like, I know where this is going.
Right, he took himself off, and so his footage exists somewhere, but probably not for our consumption.
No.
The London tour, last time they were in London was when Chairman Hakaku was active. So isn't that just poetic? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I think the old pictures, it was whatever. It was him because he was Yokozuna at the time. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't.
I love it. I love the full circle effect.
I love it. Yep.
If I had the money, and I don't, if I had the money, I'd be going to London because it's a way easier trip for us than. I mean, that's like probably the best place to go if you had to go anywhere from where we live, like out overseas.
Well,
London's like a 6-hour flight, and that's it.
Yeah,
that is literally the best place.
You get your passport, you can read the road signs.
Yeah, like seriously, if I had the money, I would be there. Should start a GoFundMe. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't do it. Okay. I got humbled plenty of times in the military, but dang, I'm ready for Hoshoryu to humble everyone. I'm waiting for Hoshoryu to go Vegeta out there and be like, I don't want to hear that I'm not as good as Kakarot. I'm going to beat all of you and reach Super Saiyan level 2 before Koto Sakura and Onosato.
I want to see Yokozuna Hoshoryu swagger.
Yes. I want to see the ring entering ceremony.
He's going to be so intense in the ring ceremony.
He would do it perfect, too. He cares about all that stuff, like, real intensely. Come on. Everybody knows, even if you like Kotozakura or Onosato, Hoshoryu would bring the style to Yokozuna. He's not a big dude. You're combining of 3 Megashare 11s.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm ready to hit send on this. There's 3 people on M8. What's wrong?
Well, you see, Monster, we actually rely on you guys to tell us.
No, this is phase 1. I just looked at everybody and I said, okay, +7, -5. I dragged it all down. I'll be fixing it later.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't.
You have to scroll up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to...
we have, more international media will help reinvigorate Sumo. Some of my math looks odd. Tobizaru is a rank lower, and Thomas Shoho is a rank higher on math.
Oh, not math. Jason's videos are all archived. Yes, they are. I'm not sure where they are. I don't know if we can chat about that or not. It's getting very hard to find up-to-date basho. This is a mistake if they want to keep growing in the foreign markets. I'm guessing they want to knock down all the channels that aren't them and put their channel out, but they're taking a lot of time to do that. Like, just put your channel out.
Yeah, there's been historically, like, if there's been something that's been mainly in the fan space, that they send the lawyers after them and then they bring their solution in.
Right. It's just that they have sort of this very bureaucratic process to do anything.
It's kind of rough because they're just getting rid of people's abilities to see it and then not giving them something.
Right. And truth be told, I mean, this is just extra for them.
Yeah. Like here, yeah.
They should care, but it's just extra for them.
You put a button right here. Right.
Yeah. That says buy package now.
Watch online.
Ding 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 ding.
Now this is also part of it, is that there's a larger come to Japan that they're pushing.
Right.
Which is another angle to this, is that they're if you'll notice that there's a lot of people that talk about the tourism, there's a lot of people coming in. They like people from overseas to come with their fat wallets.
Yeah, I will bring my fat wallet if you know.
Well, and then what happens is that, like, oh, I can just stay at home and stream. It's
right. I won't come.
You're not going to the hotels. You're not.
Yeah, but you know what? There's nothing like seeing it live.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, this is the case for sports, for concerts, anything like that. It is always a different and better experience live for people who are that into it.
The problem is living so far away from Japan. It's just not accessible.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, if I lived in California, I'd do it.
Yeah, they put a button here that says insert dollar number to watch it live online. I'm like, done.
I already give a lot of money to Japan because I buy CDs from Japanese online markets. So I'm already pushing all my US dollars into Japan. So help me out here.
You're scrolling up.
Okay,
it's hard to find at the basho.
Michael and Army are speaking about being introduced to real adult life in the Army. I bet. Japan is very concerned about copyright, but they don't realize in a lot of these scenarios they are essentially taking down free marketing, even though the law agrees with them. It's tricky. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I found the old bashos in the high seas. Long shot prediction: January Shodai 10-5 or 9-6. And picks off 2 Ozeki, like I said, long shot.
It's in them.
Long shot, but possible.
Possible.
Very possible. I wrote a term paper on the internationalization of sumo for a history class. That same professor had me do a presentation on sumo for one of his Japanese history classes. I'm spreading the word.
Doing the good work.
That is some great evangelization right there. Jason's old videos are on Internet Archive. Same with Kintamiyama's videos. Okay, I'll do some research. So what you're saying is that it's like how NBA won't know games for the local team anymore, so you have to pay for live tickets. You know, I don't watch the NBA, so I have no idea.
It's a different beast over here because cable packages and sports have been bedfellows for decades.
Yeah, and then if you have the streaming things, they have blackouts, so if you're in New York, you can't watch the Knicks until the next day. Because it's on cable.
Yeah.
So, kind of like that, I guess. Any more Hakuho stable news? Sorry, I can't remember how to spell his new name without searching. It's Miyagi, but don't worry, I call him Hakuho all the time. It's just in stasis, but the thought, I think, is once Isegahama retires, it's done. That's even worse. Hard to get tickets, though. All 90 days of sumo this year were sold out. Which is crazy because they were not sold out the year before. They were struggling the year before, and then all of a sudden they had a great year. I don't know. I mean, that's great, but I don't know what happened. Miyagi-no, thanks. It's Miyagi-no. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mega Monster. And Army and Michael are speaking of military things.
Fort Lost in the Woods.
Man, if I if I had a better physical condition when I was younger, the military would have been something to entertain, but I don't have a great physical situation there. Neck problems, you know. All right. Let's do some Banzukeing.
A little bit.
You guys can like laugh at our decisions.
All right. So I just dragged everybody to sort of where their numbers are, and if you
kind
can
of
see,
do some math.
we have this absolute cluster right here, and then down here, who goes there even?
Do you want to start at the bottom again? Somebody took exception in the comments, by the way, about us laughing about Nishikigi. They thought we were joking around that he, I got a 6 and 9 and deserves to be demoted. I'm like, no. You have to understand, there's a long running joke here about Nishiki Fuji holding at 6 and 9.
Oh, he's safe.
Yes, that's what the person was saying.
Yep. This time around, he's safe. So that's 6 and 9.
And it is funny.
It's still funny.
It's still funny. Not because we don't like Nishiki Fuji, because holding it at 6 and 9 is funny. It's very funny.
Yeah, Onosato definitely helped the popularity. Having 3 Ozeki, having
that's
having the dominance return, having some real superstar power.
And he's from
Kisenosato.
Yeah, but I was gonna say he's from a weather torn. You know, they got hit with that really bad earthquake.
Ah, yes.
So there might be some more pride that someone from that area. Those sorts of things are very important to them. So, yeah, Shodai is Shodai. He's gonna be a tough person to place. Yeah, dangerous IRL situations, combat sports, and military life after that, only to get back into combat sports again. I live a very interesting life. Well, sometimes you can't get that spirit out of you, that spirit to want to compete in that way. I mean, because I had somebody actually say to me, why are you fighting? Like, what, you want to hurt people? I'm like, no, I don't want to hurt people. That's not what it's about. Like, if you're not into fighting, you just don't get it. I can't explain it to you. I definitely don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to hurt myself, but I enjoy the art of fighting, like everything about it, except for, people getting hurt. Unfortunately, that's a part of it, but I'm not enjoying that part of it.
There is something intensely human about putting yourself out there and seeing what your body can do.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's just the test.
It's in the code.
Right, and not everybody feels that way. I mean, I don't know. Nishiki Fuji has gotten a lot of BS calls. Yeah, but you know what? The guy is getting killed out there. He's a small man. He's working hard. He's trying hard. I am not going to begrudge the calls. I was severely wounded by an IED, lost my eye, 37 wounds, and over 30 surgeries. Wow, Army. I assume you're not in the Army anymore, or are you? Wow. So Gonoyama should be shoved up to Maegashira 2 East, I think. Remember that tricky Maegashira 2 East.
Oh, it's back.
My thumbnail is me waking up in Baghdad ICU being handed my Purple Heart. Wow, that's a very intense story, Army, that I don't actually have the right words to express what I'm thinking about that. You got to give me some time, but definitely you're one tough guy. Who's our other Maegashira 2 person?
I have Tobizaro and Tommy Fuji right now.
He says push everyone down a half rank. Michael, I respect you to the highest degree, my friend. Oh, I retired now, but they did let me stay in and I redeployed to Afghanistan. Wow. Respect on my end as well, Army. So push everyone down a half rank and see if...
I put Gonoyama here and then everybody else got shuffled.
I guess a +6 makes sense for Gonayama.
He was 11-4, so math is +7.
Oh, okay.
So
that puts him down a little bit.
Well, the thing is that +7 puts him at making sure one, he's competing with Takanosho,
who also had 11-4.
11-4 and the special prize 2 ranks higher.
Yeah. Good point.
Really, if
the question is, could he take Tobizaru's spot?
Well, Tobizaru maths to here as well.
Right. Okay. Math is going to be a problem.
He's ahead of Tobizaru too. No, he's not. I'm drawing the line here.
JJ says, I'm Canadian, but thank you for your service, friend. Also good to see you, JJ. So aside from your eye, there's nothing major enough to stop your redeployment. Good to hear. That's
leave him alone.
You've got guts, man. You really got guts to want to redeploy, and yes, definitely. Thank you for your service and your bravery. He's saying he's ahead of Tobizaru.
No.
Just swap him, just for curiosity's sake. I mean, maybe.
Well, Tobizaru's already east and Gonayama's already west.
All right. We'll put that in our back pocket.
All right, we'll leave. I'm going to leave it for now. I reserve the right to change it later.
Thank you. It's what I love doing.
No thanks
is needed. Thank you, Michael, for your service. Yes, thank you as well, Michael. Very cool to have you guys in here chatting sumo with us. What do you think about Mitakeyumi's efforts? You think he's going to get a hold?
I'm thinking all 3 of these guys get a hold because.
We talked about that.
Well, first off, Roga has to, because it's Roga, and if he gets a 7 and 8, he doesn't get demoted. That's just the way the rules go.
And because everybody's just sort of chilling in the same spot, the precedence would be set here to let 3 guys hold.
Also, we're in a really awkward vacuum right here, so there's nobody to push over there. Maybe we bump these down and bring Chiyoshima down, but these Ichiyamamoto's just there's nowhere for me to go.
Is the one that I question right now, because 5 and 10 only going down 2.
There's nowhere to put him
because of how the people around him did.
We're still working through it. It's still raw clay.
Right? We don't even have a shape right now.
It's not even in the vase yet.
We're kind of like, all right, well, we're just holding it in our hand,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm over promoting Ichiyamamoto for you, JJ.
With an 8 and 7, he gets a 5 rank promotion. That's
biggest Roga demotion is 0.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Mitakeyumi gets to hold. Roga gets to hold. Endo just gets to hold because he's hanging out with these guys.
Right. He's getting a hold out of just keeping the right company. Which, by the way, to get off topic for a second, how delightful has it been to spot the K-Show?
Oh, yeah.
That's my new game. Now, there's a little bit of sadness for me. Sometimes I watch the tribute video that I made and I cry a little bit because I'm like, I'm never going to see him fight again. But then I watch the tournament and see these awesome things like him sitting down with a bunch of old ladies and they don't care. He's eating. They're like, we're sitting here too. We're buddies. I just love Spot the K-Show. Let's see. I have a Tommy Fuji going at 1 West ahead of Takanosho and Gonoyama.
Oh, hang on. 1 West. Oh, that's what I don't. No.
That doesn't seem like that's going to work. Maegashira 8 with 11 wins is a rank ahead of Maegashira 5 with 9 wins.
They're explaining the Tobizaru Gonayama thing.
Oh, okay. You guys are going to comment so fast again. We're going to miss things. Okay. Yeah. I got Gonoyama ahead of Toby, possibly. Emphasis on possibly. Aw, man, Mitakeyumi, poor dude. He deserves to stay after coming back and fighting it out. He's going to get some props for that, no question. I mean, the Japanese commentators were saying, wow, you've got guts, but you should also drop out of this tournament. And
everybody was telling him to drop out, and he didn't do it.
He didn't do it, and he still got a 7-8, so they're going to reward him in some way. Takayumi has to get a hold, possibly. Ichi Yamamoto goes right up to the top, baby. Oh, yeah, we saw biggest Roga demotion is 0. Don't look at last November. I think Ura sells them tickets. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. What's the highest you ever finished in guest?
I think we got 10-5 when we hit the real tear.
Yeah, like somewhere in the middle of this.
We were back to 7-8 last tournament when everything made no sense.
Yeah. And then we went right back to our usual 7-8 or whatever it was.
The usual, before we started doing this as a show together, I was 3-12.
Yes.
2-13. That is me doing it by myself.
Right. So you guys have helped level us up quite a bit. I wish I could eat lunch with Takekeisho. You know, if I knew that there was going to be more access to Takekeisho now, maybe I would have just found a way to get to Japan in November. I didn't even need tickets. I could have just hung out outside and I would have seen Takekeisho a million times and been able to just walk up to him. What's going to happen now is that as he ranks up in his Oyakata life, he's eventually not going to be accessible. So I'm going to miss out on yet another opportunity to actually meet the man. It's just not meant to be. Would it make more sense for Midori Fuji to also get a hold? Well, the problem is not everybody can't hold.
I'm going to make everybody hold.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, why not?
Everybody, you get a hold. You get a hold. This 70 took right here. Just do it again.
This might actually be the funniest Guess the Banzuke.
I don't know. Well, we're still working on it. It'll move.
Takekeisho has been one of my biggest favorites since I first got into sumo in the 2010s. That's pretty cool because you were watching longer than us, and it shows you how exciting Takekeisho was when he first came on. I was watching slightly before he entered Makuuchi. So I had a couple of favorites. I had Ishiura, Takeda Fuji, Shohozan, Yoshikaze. And then Takekeisho comes up, and he has the most epic matches with Yoshikaze. And I'm like, this dude's the real dude. I loved it. My favorite was guessing 16.5 ranks right was Goose on day 14 was awesome.
Yeah, they when they started doing preliminary chats on the live stream, I had to cover my ears.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, no.
Oh, gee.
No, duck and cover.
I don't want to know. Stop spoiling. I'm going to check out the popularity poll podcast when this is over, since I'm not allowed to spoil. How come London gets the foreign tour? I want to see the Rikishi too. Because Japan is on one side of the ocean and America's on the other, so the best we could probably hope for is Hawaii, but that wouldn't work because, I don't know, it'd be hard.
It'd be California if they're going to do anything.
And then all the Californians would take it. You know, California and New York have sort of a friendly rivalry, just so you know. They've shown a tendency to keep Joey guys with the winning record above double digits, not Joey guys. Midori Fuji is half-ranked demotion at minimum. He has to be below Tamawashi. There are a few things that sell them tickets now, which is great. Yeah, and I do think more foreigners are coming to Japan again right now. The
tourism skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's skyrocketing. Japan could really use their economy is not in great shape, so they could really use the tourism, so they're going to hype it up even more. Let's see. Takekeisho adjacent note. I saw a recent Takanohana interview where he was looking as jolly as Wakanohana does nowadays. Glad to see him doing well. Interesting that he's popping up again. Never say never. Bob, I hope you have some opinions on the middle of the Banzuke because I'm still tearing my hair out.
Lots of opinions, but none of them are probably right.
You know what? That's going on a shirt. That's another 42 opinion shirt. I have lots of opinions, but none of them are probably right. I have a friend. She's going to help me open this t-shirt store. Oh. I'm serious. Mark this down. I want that on a shirt with 42 opinions at the bottom of it. Ugh, I can't decide. Ew, California. Ew, New York. I'm not going to say ew, Canada, because Canadians are so nice. And JJ proves it, so yay Canada, I guess. Greetings, Sumo fans. Greetings, random. Brother, you. California gang, let's get some of the boys over here. Oh, no. Bob Gob's a California guy? Man, there's no New Yorkers in here. I can promise you. Me and John are the only New York Sumo fans, and that's that. Maybe they're in New York City. I don't know. JJ speaking facts. Even Monsters turned on us. This is
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You know, it's going to be that kind of night. Yeah. JJ's laughing at us. Been a minute since we had a majority of the top rankers be this dominant, so the middle of the Banzuke is just way more chaotic. Excellent point. I have no clue what this middle should look like. I mean, I almost think there's going to be a touch of personal bias for this one. Like, this guy gets a hold because we like his sumo. This guy's going to get an extra demotion because he stinks. You know, that kind of thing. Still playing the lottery, maybe. I would put Takeru Fuji behind Tamawashi and Mason.
Yep, I just did that.
Okay. One of us will become rich and finance a group Japan trip. Yeah, that's the plan. Somebody's going to win millions and we're all going to go.
I wouldn't mind that.
Army's the one who we've put in charge of this mission. For sure, Michael, I'd rather have a chaotic mid Maegashira than a chaotic Sanyaku. I agree. I am so tired of the 8 Sanyaku, and it would just last for a tournament, and then it would get wiped out. Let's see. Takeru Fuji probably gets unlucky and stays at Maegashira 12, I think. We can't have another hold. It's okay. The Canadians are so nice they won't be mad if you say ew. That's true, too. I prove I'm nice as I diss 2 whole ass states. You can poop on Quebec. I promise I won't mind. JJ, even when you diss 2 whole states, you're still nicer than most people I know. It's just the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't think you can be as mean as some people I know who just walk down the street and that's their normal persona.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mean people in New York. I'm not going to lie. I am the token Australian sumo fan. Well, welcome, token Australian fan. We love our Aussies around here because you're on a crazy timeline and you're still here, so that's cool.
It's lunchtime for him.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, depends where you are in Australia.
Yeah.
Goose broke it down on one of those shows. It's like 4 or 5 different time zones in Australia, and some of them are half-hour cuts.
Wow.
I couldn't look at it. My brain rejected it.
We only have 3 in the whole country, so
yeah.
They're just like, yeah, throw 20 states on that time zone.
Yeah, they're like it's like they're cutting into quadrants. It's I don't understand it.
Math.
Maybe he was trolling me and I fell for it. I don't know.
Aussie math. I don't know. We have Banzuke math and Aussie math. No, same person who lives in California likes it here. You know, I think New York is similar. The only reason we compete is weather. California has way better weather, but New Yorkers are really hard because of that.
Oh, yeah.
So we think we're tougher, and Californians think they have, a better state. But we're the same, really. Other than 3 months of not too hot, not too cold, where it's nice at the beach. Yeah, we have months and months of just the worst weather ever. When summer comes, everybody just stays outside and refuses to come in because we know we're in for 10 months of winter after that. Canadians are amazing. I worked with Canadian JTF2 special operations guys, amazing men. I believe it. JTF2 are incredible. Of the many things that my country does that vastly disappoints me, they make me proud. Wait, why is Oho below Shodai?
Because it's -3, and he's coming from it's 4, whatever, fine.
You're like, I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Oh, Shodai can always be demoted further.
It is, Army says, some of the best guys I've ever worked with. It is 1:31 Wednesday.
All right, so he is 15 hours ahead of us. No, 15 and a half. You see the 30?
It's the 30.
There it is. There it is. Proof.
Wow.
I'm not going insane.
No, so he was not lying to you. Like, Goose can lie to people, so I can understand.
Dude, he is a master artisan when it comes to just...
He will say something and you're like, I don't know if that's true or if you're just joking. And you don't know. He never answers the question.
You just got to keep up with him.
I'm finally getting into investing seriously after researching for a number of years. Hopefully I can get my money up enough in the next few years to get everybody to fill a row with the boss show. That'd be sweet. We would have to wear the new 42 Opinions t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, what did they... Actually, the
They
Japanese
do
love...
have those weird shirts.
They love
the
weird shirts. We might actually sell some over there. It'd be sweet. I think Takeda Fuji gets blocked with Nishikigi either going to Maegashira 10 West or 11 West before or behind Shura or Oshoma. Oshoma apparently is the point of contention here. Takeda Fuji being behind all three. I heard he's injured. Did you hear that?
Who?
Takeru Fuji.
Again?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
What's he up to?
What is going on? It's noon in Tokyo. Time zones here are ridiculous. Then throw in states that don't do daylight savings. You have some that do and some that don't.
And some that don't.
We only have one state that doesn't do it here. I think it's Arizona. So, like, for half the year, they just do what they want.
Also, daylight savings time is different in other countries. Like, not everybody does it at the same time. So, like,
wow.
We'll do daylight savings and they haven't done it yet, or vice versa. They've done it and we've not. And
no wonder why I can't keep it straight.
It's madness. It's madness. Get rid of it. Throw it away.
Yeah, everybody, can we just all be in the right time? Whatever that time is.
I'm sorry, kids at bus stops. You just got to deal with it.
I don't think it's really that. I think that's a lie.
I love that lie, though.
I know. It's like the lie we just believe, but it's not true. I got to brush up on my Japanese heavily, too. I tried a Japanese course, and I learned quite a bit, and then it just goes away. Like, you have to practice with somebody, and I don't know any Japanese people here. I really got to be in California, I guess. Jeez, those Californians. Speaking of which, Californians do not think they have a better state. They do think they have better weather. Because they do. I really want to try and get an Alberta tournament put together in January where it's negative 40 degrees. Yeah, I shouldn't complain because Canada is way worse.
Yeah. Negative 40 is where Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same temperature.
Whoa.
That's how far down you got to go.
That's crazy.
Because then it swings back over.
That's seriously crazy. I don't want to go to cold weather like that. If you want the lotto numbers, DM me. Somebody's got to win the lotto in one of their countries. We have a lot of countries represented in this chat. Goose lie? Never. Goose is just the pillar of truth-telling. Never take Goose too seriously, even when he's being serious. It's one of the reasons why I've been able to do Sunday Morning Sumo Show with him for so long.
Shout out to Sunday Morning Sumo Show, who are going to be back on their main channel for January.
Oh, wow, yeah. And they did pretty well on the backup channel.
Yeah. They have an upcoming show.
Let me tell you, Goose like reamed me on one of the lives, and I was like seriously hurt. And then he's like, I wasn't serious. I'm like, you sounded so serious.
Dude, he commits to it.
He does.
He's in the moment.
And he can't take it back.
He lives in the moment, and then it's the next moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good for someone like me who holds on to things, is it? I love Goose. It's fine. Let's see. Oshoma deciding the entire fate of the Banzuke. Pretty much. This is the Banzuke where if you pick Oshoma in the right spot, the rest of it
everything else
starts
just fits together.
And where do you have him right now?
Have him 11.
With a -7, which the math fits.
That's where the math is.
Yeah. Maybe John has like a perfect
No.
Banzuke.
No. This is horrible.
Oh, no. I told you Takeda Fuji is an injury magnet. Yeah. It might just be like injury for the tour, though. Like it was an excuse not to do the tour. I didn't necessarily hear it was something. Like I was pretty sure they said he just wasn't doing the tour, but we'll see. Yeah, fiance is in Arizona. Life is so much simpler without daylight savings. It's what we all want to get to at some point. The government always promises to get rid of daylight savings time, but they never do it. Uh-huh. Takeda Fuji, it's those birds' legs. Apparently somebody told him, like, stop weightlifting and work on your legs. I don't know if that's good advice or not. It's not the farmers, JJ. That is also a lie.
I agree with it. They got modern tech.
Yeah, but it's not the farmers. It's not the school buses. It's that it's what we've always done. We're having our Japan moment. People are afraid to change it because like something will go wrong that they just can't foresee. And maybe there's something shady too. You never know. There's always something
weird
shady.
energy.
But it's not the farmers and it's not the school buses. I promise you. That's just the lie. I can see Chirana Umi and Oshoma being anywhere between Maegashira 6 and Maegashira 10. Well, where do you have them? You have them at Maegashira 11.
I just put Oshoma and Chirana Umi. They had the same rank. They had the same record. So I just dragged them down 7 spaces.
To me, this looks like logic.
There is some weird stuff going on above and below that sort of is tugging on them a bit. I don't know.
This is going to be one of those ones where if you do get it right, you just the once in a lifetime shot. Like most people are going to get destroyed.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Build is just weird with small, skinny legs.
What can you do? It's like Takekeisho. Short dude gets this giant stomach. Like sumo's a weird sport to try to fit yourself into.
-56C. No, thank you.
Whoa. I'm assuming you don't live anywhere near there.
It's a connecting thread with Canadian Aussie humor. We commit to the bit until it's done.
I respect it. I do respect it. Might be a little hard to be on the other end of it, but I admire commitment in every form that it takes.
Done some research, and I'm thinking Chirana Umi should be below Takara Fuji at most. So you're thinking M9? Right here? Who are these guys?
Gonna take away a hold.
Maybe. Sometimes it's just a matter of genetics, or no matter how hard you train or prep, you can't reinforce certain aspects of your physique as possible. Oshoma and Chirana Umi definitely going before Takeru Fuji. They will not over-promote a double-digit Megashare over Falling Joy guys.
Americans, when they see the metric system. Yeah, I've become paralyzed.
There was a moment a while back that they tried to convert it over. It just didn't work, and now we're just stuck in our ways.
Another Japan moment.
Maybe
Japan and America aren't that dissimilar either.
Legislation here in Canada was introduced for agriculture here in AB.
But
below
wasn't that the
Fuji,
real
above
reason?
Takeru Fuji. So
they say that. I just don't buy it.
They want to do something like
JJ does not want you to move Ichi Yamamoto.
He's fine. He's at M5, and that's where he's going to be.
Below Takeru Fuji, above Takeru Fuji. Okay.
Like this. Something like that. Just genetics for Takeru Fuji. Same for John Jones MMA. Same length as he does Muay Thai, so it's not a lack of training.
Right. Takeru Fuji might be better suited at a different sport. It is what it is,
We are doing it just because it's what we've done, and we can stop anytime we want.
But we won't.
We won't. It's the way we've always done it.
Wow.
That was hometown.
Your hometown got that cold? That's why you moved, I'm assuming.
That is, you need to cover everything. You can't be out for long. It's dangerous.
Yeah, Canada's got a whole stretch of land that is uninhabitable.
Yeah, move Ichi Yamamoto before Chiyoshima. Do not move Ichi Yamamoto. Ichi Yamamoto stays.
Sumo has taught me the metric system and baseball anime for kilometers per hour. That's what I should do. I should watch baseball anime. Then I'll get it in my head.
Maybe.
I've always wanted to watch one.
Ichi Yamamoto will never be above Hirota Umi. Okay, JJ. Because you're both fans of Ichi Yamamoto and Hirota Umi, do we swap them? But they're still at M5. So do we do this? Only because Hirota Umi and Ichi Yamamoto are both he's fans of both of them. So,
and if you look at intangibles, Hirota Umi is coming from a higher place than Ichi Yamamoto. Like, they might do the sort of senior thing.
Well, pending approval from the chat on that one.
No, I'm still there. Oh, you're still in your hometown. Oh, yeah. I thought you moved. That's
just fuck here coming. Oh, he's back. He goes. Whoa, that's a
wow. JJ's a little spicy. It's because I called him nice. I said he was nice, and now he's out to prove me wrong. I think he's been hanging out with Goose too long. He's losing a little Canadian and gaining a little more Aussie.
Oh, man. There it is. Keep an emergency kit in my car with candles, insulated sleeping bag, rated from -40. That's good.
Yeah, you would have to have an emergency kit if you lived there.
Winter goes crazy in Michigan, too. It sure does.
Yeah.
Chiyoshima is M5 West. They don't even know. I can't look. We're locked in, monster. We're locked in.
I mean, what things can we change? I guess that's the question at this point.
Oh, here. We can do this then. If Hirotomi's in the doghouse, then it's Yamamoto and Chiyoshima.
He's done winter camping before. It's great. I don't know, man.
There are people like you'll
camping enthusiasts.
Well, just people that are like, no, sleep outside when it's cold out. You'll feel really good. I'm like, am I gonna wake up from that?
That's what I worry about.
But like, there's like people who are otherwise like sensible, logical people. You talk to them, and be like, oh yeah, every once in a while I'll just go out and I'll sleep. It'll be like 30 degrees out. I'll just bundle up. And I'm like,
excuse me,
what?
Those are the same people who do the polar plunge and go into the
lake. But then, like, you talk to them normally, and they're smart people. They got their stuff together, and then I got to think, I'm like, do I? Maybe
I should take their advice a little bit.
Do I like sleep with the windows open one night or something?
I know, live dangerously, John.
I don't know.
Or get that ice bath. They keep talking about this.
Oh,
just fill a tub up with ice and
Well, they have those. It's a sports medicine thing. Like they have the freeze capsules,
yes,
and then like the heat capsules, and it's like the shock proteins.
Right, it does something.
Does
for
something.
You. Jeez. What I learned is high impact sports like martial arts and running actually destroys red blood cells.
Huh.
So you have to make sure your iron levels are good.
Oh,
I just discovered this. Apparently, you destroy red blood cells by stomping on them.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I know some people who are like active exercise for a long time. They will have iron issues when they get older.
Yeah, it finally makes sense to me. It's funny. Here's some more Maria lore because Hot Bob Gob loves it. I originally wanted to go into sports medicine, but then I just decided I didn't want to do all the math. So I went into sports management instead. Still a lot of math, but way less math.
Less math.
Let's see.
Okay. We've done winter camping before. We go up to Crown Land on the Rockies and just camp without permits and stuff. Nice. Love camping. Anyone have high hopes for Hakuoho this basho? Let's let Hakuoho settle back in at M15. If he does well at M15, then he's back and he's good.
Yeah.
If I get an 8.7 out of him, don't worry. He's still trying to remember what it's like.
Right. It's a very delicate situation.
Yeah. I would say only worry about it if he gets a 6-9. Anything better than a 6-9, it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's fine. But
I just don't know if he's ready.
Yeah. Bring my Metis Cree friends so we can hunt out a season. Nice. You'll wake up if you don't fuck up. It's that simple, really. That is.
Well, I mean, we were talking about living on the dangerous side.
The dangerous side. Hakuoho is my boy, but his injury history is already concerning. It sure is.
He already, he was my new guy. And then he immediately gets the surgery and it's all ruined. So, I'm with you, Michael.
Shoulders seem like a major issue. All the injuries in his stable, too. Hopefully being in a Sagahama mitigates this a bit. That might have been See if that's something Miyagino learns on the way back.
I think he's probably learned a lot being with Isegahama. As much as people have really hated what happened, there's always a silver lining. And I really think him being able to see one of the most successful stable masters work is awesome. It's actually a good opportunity. Now, if Isegahama was treating him like crap...
Yeah, that's
different, but I don't think that was happening.
I think we're finally getting to the point that it looks like we can salvage this mess.
Yeah, and move on.
So
even Hokuseiho just showed up and he didn't, get in any trouble. He was hanging out and I guess they didn't chase him out of town, so it was good for him.
We'll see. Going to sports medicine and interacting with other people, I would have a literal panic attack. Yeah, there's a lot of interacting.
Yeah.
A lot of being an extrovert that you need for any of those. I
would have no problem with that. Just, the pressure of having to not make a mistake too.
What is that?
With medicine, you don't want to be the person who makes a mistake.
Percent chance Kitty can regroup and restart Nozaki run. Let's see him regroup and get to Sanyaku again.
I'm going to throw a random number of 12% chance.
So Ozeki, low chance. I want to see him do what the Waka brothers have done and
they've slowly
they faltered and picked themselves back up. So
What's
Wakamoto Haru and Abi are sort of in that loop of falling and picking themselves back up. Kirishima may get stuck in that loop.
What's the G next to Wakataka?
Gino Show, Technique Price.
Oh. I didn't realize they put
and then the Kanto Show is, I think that's...
Outstanding Performance?
A Fighting Spirit.
Ah.
And then there's
an S for Abi. What one is that?
Oh, so one of these is Fighting Spirit, one of these is Outstanding Performance.
Okay. I didn't realize they put the special prizes next to them.
They do in the helper. It's kind of nice because sometimes these are X factors.
Right, influence the.
Yeah, I mean, in this one, it's cut and dry. These two are Sanyaku, and he is as high up as you can get.
I mean, with Shishi up there too. I mean, you've got a perfect top.
Oh, Shishi, yeah, uncontested Yokozuna performance
for life.
The 5 and 10, the way that he fought here, everybody knows he's going to be the legend that people speak about for decades to come.
He will be a legend of some sort. There's no question about that.
Social anxiety is painful. Same reason I don't think I would ever join a sumo club. Joining sumo,
it's different when you're around. You just got to find your people, Habab.
Yeah, find a tribe.
Just find your tribe, because here's the truth. Everybody's got some level of social anxiety, some worse than others. But if you're around like-minded people, it will slowly pull you out of it.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you're going to become like now a guy who enjoys all this interaction, but you might have so much in common with those sumo guys that you find a whole new side to yourself. So.
It's an Urabasho. It's always an Urabasho. Could you imagine how happy the fans would be? If Uro ever gets a cup, we are all going to collectively lose our minds.
Oh, there's going to be a week-long party. Like, every day we'll be like, I'll be just getting presents and...
Yeah.
Maybe
tab's going to be exploding. I'm going to be posting in the community tab. That's how crazy it's going to be.
If John starts posting the community tab...
John here, day three of nonstop drinking.
How about the 12 days of Ura Christmas?
We'll see. Every day a new Ura post. That's what will happen. Fantastic opportunity for Miyagino to learn how to be a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody gets a takeaway from that. Don't listen to me. I'm a Kirishima here, so I'd say 0%. I think it was a good learning lesson for Hakuho, and he'll be better for going through it. It's one of those disproportionate punishment, and the whole thing was a scandalous mess. But like now that we're all past it, we're like, okay, here's what we can do to salvage this. It's
like the advice you were giving me earlier.
Yeah.
Take the good from it and throw the bad away.
Throw the bad out. Like we can't handle that whole thing. I don't even want to bring it back up. It is so I don't want to put a hex on it.
I know, right? Hakuho, like the Phoenix, will rise again. Well, that is kind of what his name is, isn't it?
From what I heard, Hokuseiho was likely preparing for his retirement ceremony. Likely someone close to him was at the stable, and Hokuseiho was doing ceremony prep.
Oh, that makes sense.
He does need to retire. Like they got to cut the knot. Well, because when they're lower ranks, sometimes they don't.
They don't get like the big thing.
Yeah, it'll just
it's
be
in
like
a hotel.
It'll be
something.
an in-house party, but like he was top division, so he'll get something out of it. Welcome to Haru's toe is all good. That's why he's jumped back up. And Goose always predicted a 5 and 10.
Wow.
If you go back, watch the footage.
True.
It was 5 and 10 the whole day, and then look on day 15. It said 5 and 10 there as well.
Every once in a while, Goose is right on.
Yeah. Shishi would be the Kokai or Gagamaru to Aoniski's Tochinoshin, the older, less successful countryman who paved the way. Irwin's Yusha will paint my house pink. God bless. Me
That'd
too.
Be hilarious.
Copying some of your picks and adding a few of my own changes. This will be the first guest of Banzuke I fill out. Thanks for the ideas. Hell, do it.
Awesome.
Have fun.
Yeah.
We do this for fun. We do this to hang out.
Yeah. Like, we need excuses to do live streams to hang out.
This is good. Takeshi is the same score as if Yamamoto from a rank higher.
Monster knows how to bring us right back on task. And I am sad that Mitch isn't here. It's unfortunate. But maybe he'll show up in the comment section when this live stream is over.
Okay, here's how we're gonna fix this. Takuyasu also number 5. There. Yeah, we're gonna push the right there. There. I can't move Ichi Yamamoto.
I know, we agree.
He can't go lower.
JJ threat to kill
us.
No,
lying in the sand. I like Ichi Yamamoto too. He's 5. That's what's gonna happen. So everything we do is either it's going to move everything around Ichi Yamamoto.
So instead of Oshoma, this whole thing is contingent on Ichi Yamamoto.
That's what it is.
Mitch has disappeared. Mitch hasn't disappeared. He's probably busy tonight, or else he wouldn't have commented. So
it happens.
Mitch is very busy in the sporting world.
Went for your house's sake.
You could put up like just pink tablecloth or something. Just hanging out of your window for a week.
Pink flags. Do that. Just go into the party stores. Go to the It's a Girl section and just
get the streamers.
Just raid the place.
Yeah, and people will think that's what you're celebrating. They'll have no idea who this Ura guy is. It actually reminds me of a prank that I pulled on my uncle. So it's time for a story.
Okay, here's the thing.
This is just such a great story. So my uncle, New York Rangers fan, me, a New Jersey Devils fan. I know I'm from New York, but big New Jersey Devils fan. But he also, he was from near Canada, so he got the taste of Canada from him. He big Patrick Waugh fan. So Colorado and New Jersey face each other. This is the Martin Brodeur versus Patrick Waugh. Big deal. Colorado gets it. Patrick Waugh wins. And outside of my house, my uncle hangs a 20-foot banner that says, "Waugh happened to New Jersey." And I'm out there in my bare feet at 6 o'clock in the morning ripping this thing down off this ridiculously long fence. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm like, I'm going to get this guy. So he was at hockey practice one day. And me and his daughter went, and I got streamers, and I wrote New York Rangers. He hates the Rangers. I wrote New York Rangers on these streamers. Just, it takes forever to write New York Rangers on every piece of streamer. Yeah. And we vandalized his truck. Not really. You could pull it all off. I didn't actually do anything to his truck, but we put Rangers gear all over it. His hockey guys come out, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry, we're related to him. They're like, oh, keep going. So then we hid for when he came out of practice, and he was flipping out. Who did this to my truck? One of my favorite moments. One of my favorite. Yeah, New York uncles are vicious, I'm just going to say. 20-foot Waugh happened in New Jersey. I will never forget that. Chio Shoma getting done dirty?
No, it's because I put Takayasu underneath Yamamoto. People were talking about how Takayasu... First, they were saying that Takayasu and Yamamoto almost had the same rank, but then they didn't have the same thing. So then I put Takayasu over here, and then they got mad about that. So
I mean, Chio Shoma 8.5. That's pretty good.
So now Chiyoma's over there, and Takayasu's over here, and we're just dumping Hirotomi down a little bit further.
If her wins the usual were just to pick Mawashi for a week, you can do that in California. But you are going to get some stares, my friend. That is not going to help you with your social anxiety.
Hair dyed pink for a month.
Actually, maybe it will help him because it'll be exposure therapy when
that's
every single person points at him and starts filming him.
Yeah, I was talking with people who are like doing like acting classes and stuff like that. I was like, how do you deal with anxiety? It's just like, oh, they just force you to go out there in public and do stuff.
Yeah.
And you get used to it.
Yeah.
Because you have no choice.
That's literally like everything in the world is if you put yourself through enough torture, you will get used to it.
Yeah, it's exposure therapy. It's terrible. You don't want to do it.
No, I mean, there definitely are times in class when we have to spar where I have that tension of, do I have to do this? Like, I'm looking at the guy and he's like 6'3" and I'm 5'1", and I'm like, this might not be my day.
No.
But you get over it pretty quick because it's exposure therapy.
Yep, you're just like, well, got to get through it. Neighbors would never in a million years say hey for anything. Existing in the same timeline as the Detroit Lions potentially winning the first Super Bowl. Thought I'd be dead before the Lions ever became any good.
That's the crazy thing about sports. You just never know when that 1 year is your team's year.
Yeah. The NFL also, the way they do the draft, you get first draft pick if you're lower down.
True. And then you build your team for years because you keep getting the first draft pick. That's
eventually
a good point.
Hit.
They judge silently. Nah, How Bob Gob's going to be on the internet if he does that. People are too weird in California. I would blend in. Maybe exposure therapy would destroy my anxiety. Oh, I guarantee it would. I guarantee exposure therapy works. Just remember, if the Chiefs wins it rigged, everything's rigged. That's it. Everything's rigged. Yep, that's literally it. You do things enough, and eventually you just kind of get it.
You just kind of get it.
That's why, like, when people hit a certain age, they stop caring. They're, like, not afraid of anything anymore because it's like, I've just done this life thing for so long. Like, what's the worst thing that'll happen?
Yeah. Exposure therapy. So it is also one of those things, like, don't feel like you have to go out and fix it. And there are stepping stones.
Right. You don't
like,
have to go full. Yeah.
Like, you can go to a book club, you can go to the library, you can go, find a group of people that do things that you like and just hang out. Or
right, just like show up to that one meeting and put yourself in the discomfort, because you can always leave.
Yeah.
Like, if it really stinks, like, you don't know the people yet, so you're like, I'm out of here. See ya.
There's options.
Exposure helps a ton.
Or you just stay with the social anxiety. Sometimes the cure's worse than the disease.
Sometimes.
We don't have a PhD in anything here, so don't.
No, there's no expert advice coming from these people. Not on Guess the Banzuke, not on Sumo, and certainly not on anything more important than that.
No. 92-year-old great-grandmother is gangster, bro. She doesn't... Dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to JJ's grandmother.
And you know what? She may be gangster, but she's probably super nice.
Super nice.
Nicer than anybody here.
We'll give it to you dead straight, though.
Yeah, and you need that.
You're just like, your shirt looks like crap.
You know what? I'll take it from JJ's 92-year-old grandmother. I would thank her. I'd say thank you, ma'am.
She will hit it to you even dead between the eyes. That's the way it goes.
Sometimes real brutal truth is actually excellent.
You do?
It depends on the person who's giving it to you, but
don't worry, you will eventually have the I don't give a damn energy of an elderly person.
Yeah, you will get there at some point in your life. You are very young, huh, Bob Gaba? I'm assuming, because you say you're in college.
You inherit it. Mantra
you'll get there. It may take you 20 years, but you'll be like, who cares?
Who cares?
I mean, look at me and John. Here we are on the internet. Guess the Bonza King. Being ourselves. You guys probably think we're foolish, and we're cool with it.
Okay. So, the elite ranks are fine. This is the easiest crap.
Easiest one. And like,
easiest. Up here, yeah. Like, I feel bad talking no show. They're not.
It's a shame.
They're not giving them a...
Now, if they open up another Komusubi spot, they're going to destroy everyone's Banzuke.
Yeah, they will.
I don't think they're going to do it, though.
Oh, say it.
Oh, jeez. It's funny. Goose actually hates this. So it makes it even better. If you like the content on 42 Opinions, hit like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. It just hurts my soul to be so fake. I feel like I gotta go spar. Getting somebody to punch me in the face. But I do it for the fans. Anything the fans want.
Gotta do the thing. All right. So yeah. So unfortunately for Takanosha, I do not think 11-4 at M6.
It would be
Yusho contention.
Even with a special prize.
I don't want to think they're opening up the Komusubi stuff.
I don't want to think it either, but
if he was M4, M3, and he was like right next to Abi, I think they would have opened the door for him.
It's like literally on the edge.
It's on the edge. He's just barely. So he's gonna be. I'm thinking he's right here.
That's tough.
That's tough.
But you know what? Maybe it'll make him hungry.
You know that Goose is assaulting some other warehouse guy with you in his earbud.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, can you imagine Goose is listening to it and all of a sudden he just is filled with rage? You just ruined that man's day. I'm ready for the elderly sumo wrestlers to move out of the way. There's quite a few of them.
We got Sada Naomi's on death's door here. Nishikigi sort of
he just like comes back.
He's gonna bounce. Grave. He's gonna bounce back. He'll be all right.
Tamawashi is old man sumo, and he's not going anywhere. Takada Fuji is probably waiting for Isegahama.
He did have that interview that there was a fire in him.
He doesn't want to quit.
Oh man.
And then you have Endo, who's actually way older than we think.
Yeah,
he's like 34, so I mean he's considered elderly at this point. Who's next to retire? Guesses? I'm going to say Sadano Umi.
Yeah, well, there's people, if we want to talk about people retiring,
lower.
here's Chiyomaru.
Yeah, but he's still...
He didn't want to,
He don't want to leave.
I don't know. I can't. We're not.
I didn't even see that. Oh, 0-7?
He's still injured.
Oh, that's right. Oh, help. Maria, do a Conan Red Sonya plug next time. Be cool, not cringe, bruh. I'm all about the cringe here. I guess you don't know me that well, JJ.
Chiyomaru is probably on the way out. For people from the top division.
Oh, yeah, Terunofuji. We didn't even question that.
He is going to hold on.
The question is Sadano Umi going to hold on longer than Terunofuji?
I don't know if Sadano... So if we're looking at people in the top division, like, there's retiring, and then there's people leaving the top division and then not coming back.
And we just don't know with him, actually.
So...
Calling. I think a lot can have a great day but not sustain it. Yeah, agreed. Retired or not, round is forever.
Bless the roundness.
Yeah, probably in the next 2 years is where you will finally see the full change. Mm-hmm. We are still in transition, but we've lost a lot already, including people like Ichinojo and Takekeisho. The guys who could have went for a lot longer if not for situations. So we're getting there. He is the eternally round one, which is true. Tamawashi is love. Tamawashi is life. Hail he who is the eternal one. He does own the Fountain of Youth in his backyard. But he's very stingy and doesn't want to share it. 48-year-old Shoketsu looking at Tamawashi like this little whippersnapper. Ooh. Look at what JJ said. I'm going to let you read that one.
He is, yeah. I mean, I knew that.
Well, I mean, hey, we knew that about Takekeisho too, so anybody can go.
Hokuto Fuji has been 2 tournaments in a row that I'm like, this is it. He's done.
He didn't get to go to London.
And he rallies back. So it is.
He's got spirit, man.
And this is why I love him, but.
That spirit is going to run out.
Well, here, look at, where are you, my boy? My dearest.
We don't know about Ryuden
so
either.
look at these. So comes back from the injury to scrape the last 2. 4 of his 7 wins were in the final 5 days. So he was 3-7 on day 10. I'm like, it's over.
Right.
It's over. He comes back and just like, no. And here he looks like he was doing well. He gets the injury, and right here he was 6-3. So we're like, oh, he's 6-9. And he comes back. He's like, no.
Did they reverse the colors? Like when it's live, is it white and black? And then when it's past, it's because I feel like it's not usually black, and I don't know if I'm losing my mind.
No, it's normally what it is that it's a circle, a white circle. No, the thing is that normally like you're writing on white paper, so it's a circle if it's a win, and then you color it in.
Okay.
So, but the thing is that it's because it's the dark background.
Okay.
They do the white circle and then they color it in, or else you wouldn't be able to see it. So it's a design thing. It's
actually horrible for me, just like the chat. The whole dark background, light writing, I cannot see. I don't know what's wrong with my vision here.
Move Nishikigi up to M11. That is high up.
On the left side list, everyone above Nishikigi is the next 2 years, guys. Next. Left side list, everyone above Nishikigi.
Nishikigi to M12. So you do this? You know, I'm fine with that.
On borrowed time, except Onosho and Koto. Well, Onosho and Koto, yeah. Onosho might have to retire.
Onosho might be in bagging it. Hokuto Fuji Pain is Real is the same name as Onosato.
Oh, really? They have the same
Nakamura.
name?
Interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
You know, we'll get the 8, 7, 9, and 6 to be the last spot show at Makuchi.
He's close to being done, I think.
32, which since fall backwards. Terra for a year now. I'll be right eventually. By the way his body looks, I'm guessing after the next spot show he's in. So yeah, Terunofuji has 1 tournament left in him.
Yeah.
And I don't even know.
If he actually shows up to compete, then he is done after that.
I don't know if he'll last those 15 days, but he's going to.
No
There is
way. I just don't see it.
We were going to see him. He's going to do at least one more Yokozuna ring entering ceremony. He's going to fight a couple of times. He'll stretch it.
Right, like maybe I don't know. Like Kisenosato lost his first 6 before he retired.
Yeah, like he'll so what'll happen is that like if he's losing early on, he's done. He exited. If he's able to do well or at least well enough, he may stick for the full 15 and then say he did the 15 and then he's super done.
Yeah. So he might just not show up until he's ready to retire.
No. Ryuden 3 to 8 more. Yeah. Well, Ryuden's gonna be down in Juryo, but Juryo's pretty easy pickings for mainstays, so I'm expecting him to come back. There's Mitch. What did you miss? What didn't you miss? Just because Spiffy would be mad in no other region. So this is what we're looking like right now, Mitch. You can drink in our failures.
I'm sure you have opinions.
And Terunofuji will still be the only Yokozuna who will be saying he's going to retire this year, surely.
It's looking that way. Either that or Tamawashi will find his way up to Yokozuna by attrition.
Look what they do with Ichiyama. Switch Onokatsu and Shonan no Umi.
A little steep for my liking. I'm in the ballpark, but not quite that far. Yeah, I don't even know if Mitch is prepared yet.
I'm fine. We can dump on Shonan no Umi, but Ichiyama choice is real and perfect, and you're dumb and wrong if it's even a half rank lower. Sold!
Wow.
Ichiyamamoto, 5 East.
I'm waiting for that video, JJ. Where's the Ichiyamamoto video?
I'm checking the channel for that too.
All right, I mean, if we're gonna have this much passion, I want to see a video.
I get how it is. He's putting the finishing touches on. It's like I gotta do a little more. I gotta do a little more. You gotta do a little more.
Yeah, I did spend quite a bit of time on my 59-second video. So maybe one where there's actual content.
Hako, not a lot of Yokozuna to go out on top. A couple Basho with midway pullouts, and the retirement is usually how it goes. Now that Mitch is here, we can get serious. Big Taro could win one more. If Terunofuji can pull out one more Yusho,
I don't know what I would think.
I would go to him. I'd be like, hang it up now. This is as good as it's gonna get.
If he wins one more Yusho, he has to be in the conversation for a great Yokozuna.
Yeah,
some people are like dogging on him. It's like, okay,
dude. Who's dogging?
There are people saying that even though he won 10 Yusho, he is not Dai Yokozuna.
Oh, that nonsense.
But they're saying it because they're like, he's not really that great because he's missed so much time. It's like,
do they have a head injury?
Do they have a brain? I don't know.
The
man who helped save Sumo.
There is something about Sumo in short-term to medium-term memory loss.
Goldfish memories.
Yeah. This is why I take notes during the tournament.
Right, it's true.
You get so hyped up and amped up in the moment that you will forget what happened.
You'll forget everything that happened like 5 seconds later.
Like when we were deep into the Henka conversations, I was just like, oh, I have to write down because we're like, oh, it's a Henka, and then the next day you forget.
Yeah, it's like, oh, were there Henkas? Yeah, except the Takakesha one will never be forgotten.
No, apparently not.
There's just certain moments in time where people are like, yeah, I'm never gonna let that one go. It's not right.
Well, they'll let it go now. Space for high-end guys in top 20 like Katami Fuji, Takeru Fuji, Onokatsu, Hakuho, surprise. They're saying big things. Where is he? Ao Nishiki is supposed to be the new hotness.
I think I heard Asakuri was already injured.
Yeah, he was injured, which sucks because
he was cool.
I need more Asakuri. I'm not done. He needs to come back to us. Thoughts on the final spot? In the heart of hearts, I know that Ichi's going to get spanked next year. He'll have his fun. Much surprised I actually submitted my guess already. Probably earliest eventer entered. The more I think about it, the better chance I think Shiden gets promoted.
Really?
No. Toki Hayate in last spot. He's mathematically above Sada no Umi.
Ichi Yamamoto hasn't been in the top division very long.
Just don't know
maybe
how long is
has he been in 2 years yet? Let's take a look.
This is why I have this open.
We can actually check things in real time.
I think he dipped and came back.
He definitely dipped and came back.
Let's say. All right, here we go. What's all this? Oh, he dipped into Juryo and then back out. Now here's his Juryo. 2021, He touches the top division.
Wow, so it's been 3
Goes down to
years.
Juryo,
Okay.
gets to you. This is when I was on the Ichi Yamamoto hype train.
Right.
And this was a bit of a roller coaster for me because he falls down, he gets to Juryo Yusho, and I'm like, he's back, and he gets 5 and 10, and I'm like, no, he's not. What's he doing? So he falls down. Yeah, he gets injured.
So 2 years is correct.
Yes. So dips into Juryo again. Down in Juryo,
Wins
comes
the title
back
again.
up at the end of the year with another title, does pretty well, and then now he's been on this grind. He's been in this 7 and 8 and 8 to 7 grind, and that's where Ichi Yamamoto's living right now.
Grind time.
All right. So that is the Ichi Yamamoto.
I'm torn,
history.
Mitch. I still haven't submitted anything. I saved someone, but not Sadano Umi.
I gotta scroll back up. Got to record one more section and then get some music, fix the transitions. Hoping to release it on the weekend. Nice.
Ooh, nice. We get the preview. See that?
Yeah. First 2 drafts at Sadano Omi, I changed my mind just prior to me submitting. I had to cut down to like 40 minutes long. It's a documentary. Hell yeah. Toki Hayate has the normal tiebreakers, but last Bacho had what felt like overcompensation. It's going to end up being a hunch thing. I think you save anyone as Toki Hayate. So they're saying we save Toki Hayate with a 6 and 9 at M15 over Sada Naomi, who is a 4 and 11. So for 4 and 11 at M12. So they want to save him. That's what we're saying here.
That's what they're saying.
Sada Naomi has been in this place forever.
I know it's a hard move for them to kick him out. But with a 4 and 11, it might be just enough.
Ichi made his debut in the top division in the same tournament Haka retired 2021. They're saying,
yes, but that is
according
his
to the traditional meeting, they were the dominant Yokozuna during their era. Why he's Dai Yokozuna. Wrestlers like to keep an eye out on Oshima and Churna Umi. They're at the bottom of the joy, and I wonder if they'll get an extra bias. Ichiyamoto beat out Onosato for the Juryo Yusho.
Interesting.
I think, and I'm being serious, the problem is that I don't recall an Ichi match. His Juryo Yusho is the start of my video. It goes through the year to now. Oh, nice.
He's inspiring me that I need to make a actual Takekeisho documentary.
Maybe. Churna Umi has a somewhat reasonable cushion spot at M9. Oshima is the hardest to predict. Spotlight some really fun matches. I promise the video is coming out soon.
This will be good for Anton, who really doesn't remember any Ichi Yamamoto matches. So.
Ichi Yamamoto has tied Abi.
We will definitely promote it in the community tab. Get familiar with the community
Abi's
tab.
Mini-Me. People only have to look up how many people have 10 plus top division Yushos so to understand how great Teru is. Abi is unique.
I love Abi.
That's what I'm thinking. I have to pairing out a couple of different spots and put them M9. See ya, Army. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Safe times. Good times. Hope you get everything you wish for.
Leading towards Shiden right now. If someone else asked me, I would tell them Toki Hayate is more a regular choice. Abi gets our hopes up with a 9-6 and get 10 losses. The cycle will start all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, probably. Reluctant on even submitting this one. I worry this is going to be a luck-based one.
Well, what are you worried about? Are you worried about ranking or something if you submit this one?
I think he's waffling on it.
JJ, do you have Ichi's win against Wakataka Kage? I'm curious to see if my Joey section is going to be better than John's. I have a lot of the same characters, but in a bit of a different order. Well, you're on the right track if you're close to what Mitch is doing. That's good.
Sure. Yeah, and Asanayama. All right. Let's. Okay.
Peel ourselves off the chair.
Peel ourselves off the chair. Okay, so top. Think we can just leave this. Teruno Fuji, Yokozuna, Shishi Yokozuna, Kodazakura, Hoshoryu, Onosato, Ozeki, Daisho, Wakamoto Haru, Sekiwake, Wakataka Kage, Abi, Kamasubi.
Yep.
I think this is solid. I think we don't need to even worry about this.
Nope. The only question is Takanosho, but you have determined, and probably rightly so, that they're not going to open up another Komasubi spot.
He's just barely out of it. Yeah, if he was, I think two ranks higher, I think they might have considered it.
Certainly, if he was Maegashira 5, even.
Yeah.
You have that whole division of 1 to 5 is one thing, 6 to 10.
Yeah. 5, it's a discussion, and then 4, I think they sort of have to.
Right, and they would be reluctant, but they're like, we gotta do it.
So I think they're just putting him right here.
I am gonna laugh though if they do it.
I would love to be wrong.
I'd be like, Merry Christmas to me. They just jacked up the whole Banzuke.
Everybody would lose their mind.
I love it.
And then he's Teran Asaniyama. Give him another 2 years. Ranking is everything. Since myself and Monster are currently ranked 11 and 17, you got to try to crack the top 10.
Now I see. But if you don't submit it, do you lose a rank for not submitting, or do you get to hold?
I think you just. I think it's it's a points aggregate thing for the total, so you gotta get those points.
Okay.
8.7 M11 is probably better than the M4, the 411 according to Sumo DB, but they're doing math.
Yeah, the math really hurts my head. Sumo math hurts my head.
Okay, so Kirishima, we're putting him here. He used to be Sekiwake, and so the 6 and 9 he can't save, but we're gonna put him. Plot twist to open up 2 Kamasubi spots. That would be insane. Who would be the other one? Toby Zero.
I'm still questioning the Ura placement, but you said there's nowhere else.
Well, where would we put him? Like here? Like
this? Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, like this.
Give Chiyoshoma an extra.
So Chiyoshoma gets extra bump.
Yeah,
right.
With a 5 and 10, I feel like he's got to get slipped
a little bit. Yeah, push down a little bit more. Like one Kyujo per year for losing points. That's nice. You did a Kosho. Or Kyujo would be able to do another for a year after.
It's only 2 in a row. Really?
All right.
Well, it is the last one of the year, so.
Okay, so Goniyama, we said we're 2 East because he's got a really good score, and basically this is as high as he goes.
Yep.
Tobizaro 9 and 6. This is also about as high as he can go. Atami Fuji the same. There's nobody, can't really bump anybody else higher. Swap Ichiyamamoto and Chiyoshoma done.
Oh, you were given permission to swap. You got to do it. This is a big choice for Monster because this is not the one. With that said, January's might be worse. Because what if there's a possibility of a Yokozuna promotion? Well, actually, they'll do it before the rankings. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, we'll know that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shodai's down here because he's got to go somewhere. Oho is down here. Apparently, Oho cannot be below Shodai, which is fine. Ichiyamamoto is just
chilling.
He'll go up, but he won't go down. So the more we talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, we are being forced. Oh, okay. So
if you want a gateway basketball, try a cross game. It's about a high school. There is a there's a free to play game that's in early access. It's called Tribe 9.
Oh, okay.
Danganronpa art style with a baseball killing game, kind of a weird.
My goodness.
It is a weird mashup. I played a little bit of it. It's free to play with a gacha.
Okay.
It's bizarre. Once it comes out of early access, I might give it another look. But it was interesting enough
to give it a shot.
So I'm like, okay, this is Danganronpa. It's really 8-bit. There's the combat is different, and then it's like
baseball and combat.
Well, they do like the baseball is more like it's sort of like the discussions. Mm-hmm. So like they pitch with like an insult, and then you have to swing the bat with a counter to the insult.
Okay. I actually kind of think that's funny.
I'm gonna let it sit in the oven.
Right. Just you might have to revisit
more baseball things to talk about.
Yes, I will.
Permission's all it takes. Get the Shidor out of Ichi's place. Said, okay, here we go.
Okay, I will take your advice and watch Cross Game.
There it is.
Because I love baseball and I love anime, but mixing the two has always been a little worry of mine.
Keep an eye on Hirota Umi. Joy Bias could really keep him up a few ranks. Hirota Umi, Shodai, Kirishima, Shuma, Ura, Churna Umi will get Joy Bias, definitely. All my predictions this time around is heavily based on Joy Bias. If they decide not to do it this time, I might be in trouble. I have Ura and Hirota Umi above Chiyoshoma. Baseball already turn-based RPG makes sense to me.
You could switch Chiyoshoma and Ura. But then no, I don't like it. I think Ura has to get 3.
Has to get 3.
I barely participate in this thing, and I feel strongly on this one. Joey Bias has been very heavily in the past couple boss show. Baseball is already a turn-based RPG. It makes sense to me. Fair point. That's how I've been feeling. I leaned into it rather heavy this time. Well, it's really called Guess the Mindset of the Committee.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the sake is good and they don't get a bad batch or anything. If you want a more intellectual baseball anime, watch One Outs. I do like intellectual animes. The new Banzuke committee has been big on Joey bias and low on the anti-Jurio bias. Oh, that must just burn you because you love the whole smashing the Jurio down into their place. Well, it's interesting. It's get to know your Banzuke committee.
I guess so.
We've been doing this long enough that we know the different
We're getting the
committees.
feel for it.
All right, let's keep checking our picks.
Okay.
See how we feel.
All right, let's put him back.
We let JJ have it a little bit.
Okay, so Chishoma gangbusters and has to basically pole vault over all these people doing badly. But they say that they're putting him higher up than Ura and here to Umi. So it's something like this.
Switch Hiraumi and Ura, maybe. Because I think that -3 has to happen.
Got punished for not predicting more bias. There are rules, damn it. One of the main rules that I always abide by is that you must always be addicted to Jurio Rikishi. There's Mitch's rules. Mitch's rules should be on a t-shirt too. There's quite a few of them. Found a new ongoing sumo manga, but there's a lot of bedroom spice, and so I'll restrain myself from suggesting it.
Yeah, I'm not into that kind of stuff. There was an old sumo anime. It is weird. I can't even remember the name of it, but I watched it. I'm like, this is so weird. So then I tried Hitamaru Sumo, and it was decent. I'll give it a decent, but it's nowhere near as good as real sumo. So it's like, I feel like I'm watching the inferior product. That's probably why I can't do baseball anime yet.
A lot of the sports anime either do what I'll say the Remember the Titans thing.
Yeah.
It's really about like the people and the moments more than the sport, and the sport's like the.
And I like that.
Those are good. Sometimes they take it and they go to a logical extreme. The cooking show is particularly like that. They'll go nuts on those things.
I have yet to watch an anime cooking show yet either. There's just some areas that I'm intrigued about, but I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah. It gets shown in a bit. My M4 to M6 is looking scraggly.
Define scraggly.
I've been doing crazy things with this. So
well, we can't touch Magashira for
let's see.
a little bit, but
so what we'll do is we'll move things around, and then if JJ vetoes it, it goes back.
Yeah, that's like this particular Banzuke.
Yeah.
M4 is the trouble.
I guess.
M2 is almost meaningless this time. Hinamaru Sumo is decent. Read the manga because it all goes in a Grand Sumo arc where they all have ring names and it's hype. Yeah, it is decent. It's done pretty well. It's way better than that weird sumo show. Just look up sumo anime. There's only 2, and you'll find the weird one from 1970 something. JJ is a fan of Food Wars. I've heard Food Wars was good. I've wanted to try it. They have a guy who's basically Hakuho, yeah. They have to. If you're going to make a sumo anime, you got to have Hakuho. Maybe a little bit grody. So now it's grody. It was scraggly, now it's grody. I love it.
All right. Okay, what do we do? How are we changing this?
Oh, and JJ says it's scrungly.
Scrungly.
Wow. There's a lot of adjectives here.
I'll be hit that high up.
You got to talk to JJ. That's what you missed, Mitch.
Okay.
What you missed was JJ telling us where Ichi Yamamoto's going.
Basically what happened. So, okay, how we... So we're in a weird... This is all just a weird thing. So, okay. So we're feeling good up to Shodai, right?
Yeah.
Shodai, if you rank by hard stats, how many ties are there? Anton, I start doing this is that I just do pure ranking. So you subtract the wins from their losses, and then you move them that many spaces up or down. I usually start from there and then start molding it. It was a cluster.
Yeah, it's so messy.
It was a big mess. So then we had to start really dragging things around from there.
The second you have to do holds, it really throws things off because you have to ask yourself. Usually there's only 1 or 2 holds. We have 4 holds here, but it makes sense, and they could do it. So the holds are going to throw us off too. Food Wars is extremely spicy, and I don't mean the food kind of spicy. So if you don't like that stuff, I would recommend Food Wars. Thank you.
It gets aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not into the spice. I'm too tame. Like, violence, sure. Spice, eh. But too much violence, I don't like. Like, too much graphic violence, I'm not a fan of. I don't know how many of you have seen Rurouni Kenshin, the first one. But, the Sojiro scene in the rain is about as graphic as I like these days.
All right, so let's...
Ichi Yamamoto. A couple of ranks too big, but I respect JJ's passion, even if he's wrong.
All right, what do we do?
Listen,
doing?
we go with the passion picks around here. We just have to do it.
Okay, so
he moved him.
Okay. We're just.
Don't kill us.
I'm trying to see what causes. We're trying to comb the growth out, right?
Yeah, the growth, the growth.
You know, sometimes you get bedhead and like the back of your hair gets all curly and nasty. You just have to. You just take the comb.
Gotta keep.
You just take the comb. You get it wet. You just dig.
Right.
We're digging.
We're digging ourselves out of a hole.
Couldn't give 2 rescue nickels about the community felt about Avi. Come out and roll them times that he ain't that high.
Okay, so JJ, here's an example. Mitch is, not a Canadian. Just put it that way. Sorry, Mitch, you missed all the inside jokes, and now you have no idea what I'm talking about. If only you were on time.
So this is potential revision to the M4 to M6 situation.
Let's see what JJ thinks. Delicious in Dungeon I've heard about. Very little non-food spiciness, but a lot of good cooking. Basically a cooking fantasy anime. I'll tell you, that's what I love about anime. They literally make it on every topic ever. Yeah. It's hilarious.
A friend of mine is really into Dungeon Meshi. I might go looking for it. It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, it is on Netflix. So.
Yeah, I have to collect a few shows to watch on Netflix and then binge it.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix. So wait a minute. Let me clarify, Monster. I don't like Despair Girls. I like it in theory, right? I like the gameplay. I like because it's in Danganronpa. I did not like a lot of the content in Despair Girls. It was very disturbing and not my thing. And I had to ignore entire batches of dialogue. It made me extremely uncomfortable. So I am consistent. Oh, we're getting all the hearts. All the hearts. Yeah, baby. Thanks, guys. I mean, it's your Banzuke. Ichi will never be high enough in my heart.
Okay.
But you and John are the same person. We've already discussed this. So John has to honor your request. And I'm not going to mess with John.
Yeah, I might. Yeah. I mean, you can. There are definitely ways of watching Dungeon Meshi that did not involve Netflix. I try to avoid that kind of thing, but I may come to that.
Yeah.
We're working through. We picked up. My friend and I started watching Chainsaw Man.
I started watching Chainsaw Man. Only got through a couple episodes. I'm sort of... There's a weirdness factor that I have to get past.
So, it's the tone keeps going all the hell over the place. So it hits you with something, and then it does completely does a left turn, and then you're like, ooh, this is something interesting. And then it goes completely obvious and blatant. You're like, oh man, and then it goes back. And you're just like, oh whoa, we're weird again.
That's kind of an interesting premise.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Dorohedoro.
I never saw that.
That is my perfect kind of weird.
Okay.
It is bizarre. It is surreal. It is disgusting.
Where does it rate with say JoJo?
JoJo is a different brand.
JoJo is just
JoJo. The thing about JoJo is that it takes it. It's like if Shonen was like maple sap. JoJo is that you boil it down to maple syrup and then you just drink the bottle.
Okay.
It gets ridiculous.
Oh, we take like a second away from the chat, and they just pour it in and pour it in.
All right, let's see. Banzuke.
So JJ loves Dungeon Meshi.
Like Dan at the first episode.
Oh yeah, don't want that. Nope.
No.
How does Ichi pass Yasu? That's a whole other conversation. And JJ, that's a message. That's a message for you, John. So Dungeon Meshi apparently is good. Hot take: Chainsaw Man is cringe. The author's other manga, Fire Punch, is better.
Does Fire Punch have an anime though? I don't do manga that much these days.
Yeah, it's too hard. No, not enough time.
Ishiyama Moritaki had the same record last past show. Oh, he's getting caught up on the ranking.
You're gonna have to address.
It's fixed. It's fixed.
Okay, I missed you fixing it because I'm reading these.
I know. I literally just fixed it.
I can't handle the chat's insanity and watching you.
The health pick from JoJo. I almost overdosed. Yeah. Need to watch more anime. I'm out of the loop.
Ichi can't pass right. No tie.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I'm a season or two behind on JoJo. The last one I saw was Geo. No Fire Punch anime. Okay.
I definitely only watched a little bit of JoJo. It's a lot. I can appreciate it, but it's a lot. So if you took a break, I understand. Maegashira 9 beats Maegashira 10. Have we done this?
Yeah, this was this discussion.
Oh, okay.
We fixed it.
There is no Fire Punch anime. You see, the author became more experimental over time in a way that's so cool. You see, you gotta respect that in this sense. It seems like these days that there is this desire to do the same thing over and over again because it makes money. So anybody who tries to experiment, I respect it. It might come out a little weird. It might not be quite right, but we gotta try different things, you know? You never know who's gonna like it. Part 5 is pretty good. Part 6 is fun. Part 7 will be crazy. What is this in reference to?
JoJo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've lost track of how many there are.
So there's you count it by the JoJos. So the first season is 1 and 2. The second one is 3. You get it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
so Maegashira is a higher rank than Maegashira 10. The math doesn't. Is he just making a comment after the fact?
I'm not okay. I think this is the way it is now. Okay, we're looking at the top 6.
Hard stats.
Okay. I think we're okay. I think this is good. We got the joy bias. Lots of cushions.
Lots of holds
on these people. Do we swap? No, we don't swap here to Umi and Ura. We leave those.
Oh, wait, how did Ura wind up with a -2.5 again?
Because Ichiyamamoto was clowning up top.
Well, now I think we need to switch Chiyoshima and Ura.
Okay.
I really think Ura needs a 3.
Okay.
That's the only contribution to my whole thing.
Okay, we're doing it. Okay, so we're like
there are so many hearts right now.
Thanks,
this
guys.
is amazing. I hope these hearts lead to subscribers because I just want 1,000 subscribers. Is that too much to ask? I feel like we're a legit channel and we've done almost 5 years of work on it.
Right now?
We're at 601.
Get it.
If you've done 5 years on YouTube, 1,000's not much to ask for. So hearts, I hope you bring us some subscribers. No human emotion needed. Anton is taking exception to our to our Ichi Yamamoto.
Okay. So this is where it is now. Okay. We'll keep an eye on the comments. Or even less punishment.
Oh, here we freaking go. It's a 5 and 10. Are you sure about that?
Well, here to Umi.
I agree that he needs it.
Here to Umi is a 4 and 11. We're only bumping him down 3. Just wait. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
The 600 subscribers made my heart sing.
Here to Umi at M5. He put here to Umi under Ura. He did this.
You know what? Either way, it's messy, honestly, because let's look at it. Here to Umi has one more loss, but he was ranked a whole rank higher.
They would be in the same rank.
Right, which means maybe we move Shodai down. Maybe it's Hiraomi. Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh, okay.
That might put them at the same rank, Ura and Hiraomi. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Ura mathematically ahead of Hiraomi.
Okay, we could swap it.
Go.
There. That works. That works. Although Ura gets only a 1.5.
Yeah, he's slipping back up.
On a 5 and 10?
But if we do it this.
And then Hiraomi and then put Chiyoshoma up another one?
Oh,
Well, didn't you say Ura and Hiraomi were the same?
in which case,
Like, do you move Chiyoshoma where Hiraomi is? And put them on the same rank?
yeah. Well, this is where we started, and then they got mad at us.
I quit. This is why I don't do this. I don't want to hear about this math.
Oh, this is good stuff.
The math. Mitch is going on about the math. The math is always the best place to start. You can start applying rules and vibes. We already did that, Mitch. You missed that part. Except the vibes tend to be pseudo rules such as joy bias.
Shodai, then Hira.
You don't understand. What time is it?
Shodai, then Ura, then Hiraomi. So they think it's like this.
Maybe. I mean, Hiraomi getting more demotion than Ura makes sense to me. But I'm going to be mad if Hiraomi and Ura should be on the same line.
All right. And then we have Chiyoshoma up here doing a big old pole vault. And then we got this going on. Okay, now we have our hold group.
This is what you guys don't understand. We're trying to math first. John even said that's the system. We tried to math, and the math doesn't make sense to us because of all the different weird things going on. So then we put our
math
bias
and then
in.
it's vibes. And it's sort of like hype for Kim Bozan. Dude is saying he was fed up. 12-3. The rules for ties will sometimes differ. Different parts of the Banzuke is where the bias comes into play. Yeah, Kim Bozan.
Yeah.
He gets kicked down. He's just like, I don't belong in Jirio.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got to bring now. Maybe he's got a little confidence back.
Yeah. So we've only got Tamashoho as the newbie. The rest of these guys we've seen before.
Right.
Hakuoho is a nice return. Kitanawaka and Kageyaki have their work cut out for them.
Well, we have no idea what we're going to see from Hakuoho. Like, he's going to be a totally different man than the last time. Bob is blowing off a 10-page research paper for this.
Oh, dude.
Easy now. I'm trying to educate onto Anton. All right, Mitch, I won't get in the way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I get a little sensitive the later it gets. I start to act crazy.
It's fine.
I can't read anything anymore.
Okay, all right. Shodai, Ura, Hiraomi, Chiyoshoma, Takayasu, Ichiyamamoto.
Done. Unless somebody complains. So it was Habab Gob with
Thanks
all
for
the
all the
hearts.
Right.
Now we get celebrations and 100% and faces. Cool.
Go get it. All right, so now we have Endo and Takayumi both holding. Roga holds because it's Roga.
Midori Fuji holds because why not?
Midori Fuji holds because why would you leave
if you're going to go this far, you might as well keep going.
So then we have Takaro Fuji and Tamawashi bumping up to fill the gap.
Goose is like, always when I'm busy. We talked about you a lot. I hope you were listening. Class is in session. Yeah, the time is just... Mitch, you have to school everyone since you're so highly ranked. The God's age has arrived, Hong Kong. Listen up, people. Jeez.
Okay, so we've got that. And then we have Chernoumi and Oshima on M10.
Well, they should be together at least. Oh, look at that beautiful symmetry. They were Magashiri.
Yeah.
They're going to go down together.
I put them down at 11 before, and then just turned into the big old cluster. Kim Bozan, I mathed him all the way up, and then I just kept dragging him down, and then he just slotted in cleanly right here.
I think actually your influence just sort of seeped into his head.
Yeah.
Like how many times you've yelled at us about.
I had originally put him like here.
Which Mitch would have yelled at you for.
But there were like 3 or 4 people here. And I'm like, okay, I went down there, and then he sort of drifted downwards.
He agrees with you. Whoa. The creeping feeling I get that they will put a Shoma and Shiranumi above Endo to make the 7 guys get demoted. It keeps me up at night.
No!
Don't think that way.
You could do that, though.
They could. See, this is why I can't handle it. They really could do that.
They could bump, but we can't bump Roga, though. He holds at 7 and 8. It's the law.
It's the law.
They'll arrest me if I put him down.
You know, that's not vibes. That's just truth. Kin Bozan is the Banzuke savior. Fits in perfectly. Somebody does, thankfully.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could.
This Banzuke,
you could put him here.
Dreaming about it.
You could put these. They'll be -3 here, and then everybody goes down a line. Insanity. You cut. I'm not doing it.
No, it's too
also,
late.
like, I want Chirna, Umi, and Oshoma at M10 because down here they'll be hungry and they will be kicking ass. So
Oshoma should go right back to both of them.
They both should, yeah. Like if they're up here, it's still a little too hot for them, and maybe they'll get some self-doubt. I want them to build the confidence.
Right, like feel like, oh, this is too easy down here. Maybe I'm not that bad.
Yeah. Thinks that Bob only gave out 1 Juryo title bonus points. Roga only gets held at M15 West.
Of course, Mitch read the handbook, and he read the little footnote on how the rule should be applied.
Kimbo's on. There was he was part of that group of people who are like, yeah, he's coming.
And then just things kind of went wrong for him.
He got injured. There were some weird things. He got kicked out of jury. But yeah, this 12-3 is telling me he back.
I would love to see him mix it up and
he back.
Cause some chaos for people.
And Damitaki Minoga is such a perfect. I don't want to demote these guys. Yeah, look at this.
You know what annoys me about Kachi Clash? So I did horrible this last time, but what I picked in September, if I had picked in November the exact thing, I would have been near the top. I'm like, this is not right. This is just not right. Literally, I had the perfect one in September for November, and like all I had to do was swap them. I think both of them would have been fantastic if I just swapped them. So,
I think Roga's magic will keep Nabatame. Oh, we put this is the only thing we did in Juryo. We put Nabatame at 14 West because we're not losing him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know that, right?
Yeah,
or are we just trying to
actually
make that
here,
happen?
Chiyomaru's gone. Ooh, actually, Maybe Daishoho. What's
This is nice for actually checking the lower guys. It's just nice and clean.
We're also gonna keep Koto Eho.
Kimboza came up and debuted with he who shall not be named, the Hokkaido milk farmer. Yes, I remember that distinctly. Nabatami already guaranteed safe. The Ozeki get a pamphlet on how to properly do their job. Me and Monster get a hard copy of a book on the Banzuke. I think it's true. There's a reason why you guys are in the tops.
Yep, Onosho and Chiyomaru.
Oh man, poor Onosho.
2-13.
I never thought I'd see that. Things were going decent for him for so long.
He had injuries.
Something happened to that class of wrestlers.
Maybe he'll be back. Maybe he won't.
Someone once again failed to give Shodai directions to the Basho. Dude did not show up. Well, Shodai is always just kind of lost out there, wandering in the fields. You never know.
I'm surprised he got 4 wins.
I am too.
And we had talked about it, and that some of those losses he put in the effort.
I know. It's actually kind of a shame. He showed up more often than he didn't, and it still didn't work out.
He got his Sanyaku paycheck for a tournament. Onosho and Chiyomaru looking so bad it's not funny. Yeah.
Contend or get out, Shodai. Oh, he's gonna get out.
Yeah, he is not.
At least Chiyomaru had a nice full career. Poor Onosho is. Oh no.
He had his time in the top division. We'll see if he comes back.
Hatsuyama and Kiriyuko are the promotees. They have already been announced.
Let's be like this.
Pusher, Thruster, and a Grappler debuting together in March 2023. Maybe they will make Ozeki together. We were so wrong. It's 42 opinions. And 41 of them are usually wrong. Maybe not so many, but.
All right, so we're doing this. Meisei gets a very slight bump up just because there's this log jam. Takeru Fuji, we're giving him his full 5.
Yes, I agree with that.
So the alternative would be to do this. Because then this would be Nishikigi at a proper rank, and then Takeru Fuji's just barely off of it.
I could see that.
Because I feel bad about over-demoting.
The question is, would they feel bad?
Yeah, so do we do this or do we do this? Let's see.
I really thought Chiyomaru was going to pull the Teretsuyoshi special. Chiyomaru just wants to keep going. I mean, I would have retired long ago if I was him, but he's got his reasons.
Probably doing this.
Okay. I can support that.
Onokatsu at the 2.5. Onokatsu is looking good. Shonen Umi is similar to Meisei. It's just a very slight bump up. There's just a lot going on here. Hokuto Fuji's fallen down. And then here's our Juryo. Here's our 5 Juryo cluster. And then we just fill in the cracks with everyone else.
I think it looks good.
3 things that get announced in advance. So Zeki promotion, Yokozuna promotion, and Juryo promotions. Watch more of Nabatame's practice bouts. He still sometimes gets overpowered by Makushita level wrestlers. Interesting. Sumo is so unpredictable. You could take any basho, look at the community's predictions, and a year later, all but one prediction came nowhere near coming true.
It's true. It's such a human sport.
They announced the promotions, but not the corresponding demotions. But in this case, yeah, it is relatively easy to figure out who's the two.
Yeah.
We might.
I think we're good.
We have something that looks like a list.
We're not here to win it, guys. We're here to just show up.
So I feel like we can just focus on this because this is pretty locked in.
Yeah. Agreed.
So we're looking at this, and if there's anything here that people don't like,
speak now because it's gonna go in.
Mitch, what do you got for the Churna Umi no Shoma situation right now? I'm settled on 9-11, but I'm not confident at all.
What do we have?
We have them both at 10.
Yeah, I like it.
We're here to win. You go. Well, you win, Mega. Go win.
Well, I will tell you this. We give all our success to you guys. So, yes, we will win together as a group. Not picking. Maegashira East and West. So he put him at 9.
Put him at 9.
Which would knock a hold out.
It would make that 9. Yeah, the weird.
We're not gonna touch it. This is another W for the 42 opinions. I hope so. I stick to what I said about Nishikigi being ahead of Takeru Fuji.
So they're looking at this instead of the other way around.
I could see it that way too. I mean, the 5 maths correctly.
They're basically they both mathed at the same spot.
Right. So it's just a choice of who's getting what spot. I also have Nishikigi above Takeru Fuji. It's not something that's worth fighting about.
It's just like I like Takeru Fuji. I like Nishikigi. Like they can both have it. But only one guy.
If only we were making the choices. The Kotozakura win was so satisfying. He brought it this time. Not always is it easy. I really didn't predict Oshomi getting saved last time. I had Asanoyama instead. Better get your tickets now. There will be no getting into the sumo tournament in January. I know that. Oh my gosh. With the possibility of a double Yokozuna promotion.
Everyone wants it.
I think the tickets actually haven't even gone on sale yet. Nah, Takeru Fuji have more wins. They will definitely go Takeru Fuji above Nishikigi. Last basho, they over-demoted a 5 and 10 in favor of a 10 and 5.
All right. Okay, guys, what are we doing?
Everybody makes a really compelling argument. It's hard.
Okay, is it Nishikigi Takeru Fuji or is it Takeru Fuji Nishikigi?
I hope Koto can win, but actually beat Terunofuji to establish himself. I think we all want to see whoever becomes the next Yokozuna get a shot at Terunofuji first. I like Takeru Fuji over Nishikigi. Is that another Kotozakura fan I see in the sea of Hoshiro fans? Thank you very much. I'll appreciate it. Yes, there are Kotozakura fans here too. It is a heavy Hoshoryu fan base, but at the 42 we root for everyone. That of course makes no sense because
someone's got to lose.
Someone's got to lose, but
yeah, well,
we are rooting for Kotozakura to. I mean, he's the one with the best shot to be the Yokozuna. Hoshoryu's got an outside chance.
He's got the homegrown fan advantage.
After all the boober marks, yes. Take that thing that is a negative thrown at him and make it a positive. I'm a fan of your fandom.
Coach a big terror last time they fought, though. It was the one thing you can really make me think you can get Yokozuna. It was a turning point for him.
It was a big deal. Except Tobizaro. Mitch, you are the Tobizaro hater. Here we go. This is what... Goose, I said exactly this. I'm glad you showed up to prove my point about you. 2 hours ago, you said 6'2" Hoshiri was a small guy. A curse in your house, Maria. 5 days jail time, 8 days wet socks. Oh, wet socks are the worst.
It's cold. We can't put wet socks on people.
Listen to me, Goose. First of all, 2 hours ago, I was far more functional than I am now. Second of all, Hoshiri's a big dude, period. But for sumo standards, is he as big as Kotozakura or Onosato or Terunofuji? I think not. We're talking comparison, not actual. In real life, I mean, he's a monster. But compared to the bigger monsters, he's small. But you know what? Whatever. My love of the nephew is strong, but my love for Taita's Quattro pancakes being the Japanese Yokozuna the people want is stronger. Oh my goodness.
There's a on the internets there is a sumo rankings power level, like they put like A, B,
cool.
S, except nobody has their name on correctly, and there's a lot of like weird like. There's
weird
like
spellings or something.
Yeah, so like there's so for Kotozakura they have Tetris Quattro.
What in the world?
Takakeisho is Hamtaro.
Okay, well,
it's that kind of stuff.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Are we settled on saving Sada no Umi?
Oh yeah, we have to get to that, don't we?
Okay,
so wait. Okay, Takeru Fuji versus Nishikigi. We have.
Let's just settle on that. I guess
we have a dead split in the chat.
We do. Let's just go with the fact that Nishikigi is older and on his way out, and Takeru Fuji is the new hotness, and maybe they want to bump up his confidence.
I love how Rikishi is primarily based on how unique their body looks. That's why I became a Takakeisho fan and an Aoyama fan. Aoyama blets.
Yes.
Kotozakura is taking the mantle now. He must hold on to it as long as he can. At least put Toki Hayate there if you aren't going to be cool and choose Shiden. Okay.
So many complaints.
Where? Takeru Fuji and Nishikigi, we're leaving it. I want them both to be at 11 West, but that's not how it works.
It is literally Kotozakura's rank to take at this point. If he does not take it in January, it is on him. This is his moment. If he wants to be the man.
He might. Okay. If he does hack it up, it's fine because he's not actually done this. It's not the end of the world. Now, he may do a Kirishima, but
no, I don't think so.
We'll see.
All I'm saying is, this is his moment.
It is his moment.
He has a chance to seize it and take it now and forever have it now.
Yeah.
Because once you hit Yokozuna, you can miss tournaments.
Yeah, you can screw that up all you want.
You will not be demoted.
Onokatsu's here. Shonan no Umi's here. The rest of this. So now the discussion is. So we have Ryuden, Asakoryu, Bushozan, and Shishi are guaranteed gone. Shishi's been promoted to Yokozuna, and the other three are down in Juryo. So now the discussion is, who gets the bottom rung? Is it Sada no Umi with the 4 and 11 from M12? Is it Toki Hayate with the 6 and 9 from M15? Or do we get a weird Shiden promotion from Juryo 6 on a 10 and 5?
That's tough.
So this is our last discussion. I'm Onokatsu. the tournament to tournament improvement on Onokatsu was fascinating. I want to see January just to see how he does.
Right. See where this is going. Authors note it was not Kotozakura's chance.
Cut to black with white text.
Look at this. As you're saying it, JJ says the same thing.
I was reading his chat.
Oh, you were. Okay. See, I can't see anymore. I thought you guys were like mind melding.
Well, we are kind of. All right. So here is our discussion. I think Monster's a bit on the hope for Shiden. I respect the hope.
He's claiming no way it's Sada Naomi, but you're also a Toki Hayate fan, so I don't know if this is a bias.
3-4-2-1 playoff first ever dream scenario. Question is how sure you get Yokozuna run. So
it depends on the quality of sumo.
The Yokozuna Deliberation Council or whoever said it were being coy, and basically they said that they both can do it. Basically, if Hoshoryu wins out cleanly,
he's getting it.
They may consider his 13-2 Yusho equivalent.
Right.
If Kotozakura just wins again, he just has it. I don't think they do a double promotion if Hoshoryu doesn't win it, unless it's like both of them were 14-1 and went to a playoff.
Right.
And even then, Hoshoryu would still have to win it.
Well, we'll put it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I think you were a Toki Hayate fan? Listen, I can't keep track of every single.
I think it's between Toki Hayate and Shiden. They both math to Juryo 1 West, and the rules say be addicted to Shiden in favor of any Makuchi wrestlers. So they both say Sada Naomi is gone.
Toast.
Which.
Then I say, I don't think it's Toki Hayate. I say give it to Shiden. I think in the Hoshoryu case, if it's like really close playoff, 14-1, I don't know. I think they do it. Even though they shunned Takakeisho with the Jungyo show more than once, I think that they are so desperate to get quality Yokozuna, and Hoshoryu could be a quality Yokozuna. He really could be. I think they get, but it's got to be so near a win for them to do it. So it'd have to be a playoff. They both go in 14-1.
It would
it would have to be like a fantastic match where like he loses by a hair if he loses.
I think it will only be one of them, and they're just leaving the door open to make it exciting. Sure, as a Yusho, that wasn't a Zeki. Okay, so it sounds like
Shiden is who they're saying.
It sounds like Shiden, they like him more than they like these two guys.
I think it's
there's consensus in the chat.
Right. And I think it makes logical sense.
So it hurts my heart that everybody is rooting against Sada Naomi, but I will respect the collective unconscious on this one. Fine. Toki Hayate, he's still working through it.
Right. You've got two guys that had a rough tournament. I think they're more likely to give the last spot to someone on the up than on the down.
So we now have 6 promotees to Juryo. From Juryo.
I know. That's the part where it makes me question.
But
I feel like they would give it to Sada Naomi before Toki Hayate. So I think it's between Sada Naomi and Shiden.
But they all are dumping on Sada Naomi, so...
Well, I don't know if these guys are right. I mean, they could be, but they might just have their own bias. I'm not sure.
They like Toki Hayate must be addicted to Juryo wrestler. There we go. It's a circle.
Oh, yeah, but true. But I think they still want a Yusho to be part of the run and not a year before. Futa Haguro would have won a Yusho if it wasn't for him being a shady guy that got into scandals. Scandals have ruined more than one guy's career. I think Hosh and Koto's first half schedules were on the easier side, so same record seems unlikely. Yeah, I don't think we're getting that dream scenario. I think one of them is going to run away with it, or Onosato's going to cream them both.
In which case, then Kotozakura is the only person who has a hope.
Exactly. So I don't think Hoshoryu really has a realistic shot. I hate to say that because that's what I want, but
he's still a contender.
Right.
But if we're looking at this the way things are and the way we think it's going to be,
he's probably not going to get it.
Toki Hayate and Shiden are valid choices, but Sada Naomi isn't. Okay.
All right. Let's.
Okay, Sada Naomi. Okay, so it is Toki Hayate versus Shiden People like the Shiden, the new hotness, slightly over promoted from Juryo 6 West, but Toke Hayate is not putting it together.
Yes.
I want him to put it together, but it's just not there yet.
It's not the time.
It's not there yet. Like, if we look at him, I'll say he's...
Are you messing with me, Monster? I really thought you liked Toki Hayate. Why did I think this?
Yeah, so he gets a 6 and 9.
Uncle is like, you should have had 10 Yusho by now. I'm sure he really thinks that.
Probably. He's like, I would add 10 Yusho at your position. It's like, okay, I'll show you.
He probably did have 10 Yusho.
Might have. Frickin', I'm not looking that up.
Yeah. The truth is, Asashuri was a beast.
All right. So Shiden over Toki Hayate seems
to have consensus.
It's the jerk to Juryo, but at the same time, Toki Hayate does math out of. Because here's the thing: they both math to Juryo 1,
right? Which would give you Sadanomi in that spot.
Well, Sadanomi actually ranks lower.
Well, and it all determines, like sometimes
down here.
Sometimes, senpai matters. Just don't know.
All right. How's your gut on Shiden, Maria? Maria does not have a gut, chat.
I don't have a gut.
No gut detected.
No. Okay. It's gone.
Nobody likes Toki Hayate. He did beat Takeru Fuji, though. It might come around. He's
all right.
There's flashes of brilliance. It's just you just can't figure it out. Pretty generic among pressure threats.
I don't know either, Monster. Why do I think you like Toki Hayate? I'm gonna go back and check some older things. I am, because I'm confused.
So, Sadanomi, we like him, but he's doomed. Toki Hayate, he may not be doomed, but people don't like him. Shiden, people like. So,
let's just go by that.
Well, okay.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
That is sumo math.
That's right. That is the real sumo math.
It's the real sumo math.
Asashoryu acts like every time Hoshoryu doesn't win the Yusho, it takes away one of his. That's so true. Gut biome, non-existent. Yeah, I'm getting an error message on gut.
Okay. Give
this is good.
Okay, give this a look. One last once over with the eyeballs.
Because we're gonna be done.
Because
I can't even see anymore. You know this if you come to the live streams, you know this happens every time.
Okay.
I become blind.
We got a based.
Asashoryu is like, Hoshoryu is a disappointment. I must dispatch another nephew to win the Yusho every basho. Yeah, I guess there is another one coming, isn't there?
Yeah, something like that.
Boy, Hoshoryu's just got nothing but problems. He's just like, get away from me, my family.
He just throws his problems to the ground. He's fine.
He's like, my family is such a pain. You think your family's bad? You could have my family.
I'm wondering if once he gets the rope, the uncle changes his tune, or if he just keeps
leaning into it.
He's just like, wow, you're not Daio Kazuni, and I can still get to crash you. That Tokayate was a grappler. Goes to show how memorable he is. Sadanomi isn't guaranteed out, but he's like kind of like a guy in the bathroom with no toilet paper.
That's a bad scenario. Whew. Tamashohu is below Kageyaki.
Wrong. I'm not going to argue against Kageyaki, guys. There it is.
Yeah, okay. We're sorry. Won't beat the Takenohana Wakanohana family drama. That's true, Mega Monster. That is the ultimate drama family. That was
a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy.
All right. Anything else that's a whoa? Family gatherings will be even more awkward if Hoshoryu gets the white belt. Asashoryu will be like, come on, we're going to fight out in the backyard right now.
He might do that already.
I'm sure he does. There's definitely videos out there of them fighting. All right, guys. I'm calling it. I'm saying we're good. Not going to lie, I really didn't notice that. That's probably going to be my miss. Ha!
He did what I did. He just dragged him up and...
Well, look at that. See?
Done.
Good thing we have Monster and Mitch. They catch different things.
We've got a lot of people in the chat
giving
out advice today.
And Mega Monster.
All right.
Guys, it's enough. We're going to just do this thing. Thank you all.
I feel like Hageyaki's going above Nishiki Fuji.
Oh boy, I feel it. Yeah. Maybe. Kageaki up a half rank, please. Oh, gee. Look at Mitch. Oh. Look at this, man. Just tell us what to do.
I got the thumbnail for the itchy vid sent out.
Yes, thank you. I assure you, definitely the uncle who goes full force in the family Thanksgiving football game.
Okay.
Mitch has changed his mind. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's Jury 02 versus Jury 4. They have the same rank.
Right. Okay.
He got it spun around in his head. I've done that. I've been there. It's fine. That's right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I got my rubber stamp.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Give the chat. Give it to the chat.
Okay, guys.
Final everything.
I'm gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stamp it. It's done.
No, not that one. Yeah, what am I doing?
I don't know. These AI chats are so weird. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for, I don't know how many hours it's been now. 2, 3?
2.5.
2.5 hours. Not bad. Anton says no. I don't know if that's no to us leaving or no to our Banzuke.
Probably us wrapping it up.
Hakuho with the quietest 10 and 5 ever. Agree there. We have to leave it sometime, Anton. Eventually our brains turn to mush. At least mine anyway. John might have like...
I gotta drive home.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm keeping it locked in.
That's a good point. I do not have to drive home. Monster says, is this just the draft? Yes. My fingers rejuvenated. I will now spam hearts. Yeah!
Woo.
If I get first place, I might be screwed. Monster has a lot of stress over this Banzuke.
He's invested. He is invested.
I'm actually like free now because I don't have to worry about Takekeisho getting injured in the middle of the ring. So I'm enjoying Sumo more in a way, which I didn't expect. But I'm like... I'm so light. There's no problems right now until the next scandal.
Don't say that too loudly.
I know, right?
Don't say that too loudly.
Knock on some wood here. Mitch is lamenting that they're giving away their secrets to us. Don't worry. We're never going to be competing for your rank. You're just giving us a few points.
We're not doing anything.
Be safe on your way home, John.
Thank you. It's nobody. There's nobody on the road.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
And it's not snowing. That's also good.
It's above freezing. That was the first thing I checked when I was getting ready to leave. I'm like, am I going to have snow? No? Okay, good.
We've had a lot of snow all of a sudden. We had no snow last year. Now it's like snow. 4 o'clock in the morning, snow's the best.
Alrighty. All right.
Oh, he's graduating too.
Yes. Oh, January graduation.
Congrats, Bob Gob. Good luck. If I get second place, I'm okay giving away the secrets. Listen, nobody's watching the show besides you guys, so you're not giving the secrets away to anybody. Anybody who really cares about Guess the Banzuke is not watching us.
They're not here. We're here to hang.
And we only have 600 subscribers, so. Need to start a betting pool on who the next scandal is going to involve. I agree. Let's put that in the community tab. We'll do a poll. Then I will try making sumo content. I encourage. And yes, JJ, snow is fun, but it's only fun when you don't have to go somewhere. Super fun otherwise. Yeah, anybody who wants to start their own channels, we encourage it. We need more and more sumo, and it'll be good for you, Bob Gob. Probably better than anything I can scrounge together. No more friggin' snow. 4 feet was enough. You must be, I think you told us, but you must be in like Michigan or something. Care more. Watch us now. You know, YouTube is a funny thing. You just can't. Our views are down so much compared to where they were, I don't know, 3 months ago. And that's the algorithm. It's really annoying. It's like we were doing so good and then they just stopped recommending the video. And I can't control that. Who knows? I might make it big like 42 Opinion Sumo. These guys are pretty famous. Yeah, I heard we're famous all around the world, John.
We're famous? When?
every day of our lives.
I can't be famous.
Don't worry.
It's horrible.
Oh, Mitch is in Northeast Ohio. Okay, well, yep, they got...
Lake effect. Lake effect.
I spent many years in Buffalo, so I get it. They always measure snow in feet in Buffalo.
Are we ready to cut it?
We are ready to cut. Guys, it makes no sense why your views are down when you're doing the same as ever. The views are down because YouTube's messing around. That's literally the reason. They have a punishment system if you don't upload enough. So, whatever. We have another Californian with Mega Monster. We got a fair amount of Californians in this chat. Guys, it's been great seeing you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, all the different things you might be celebrating. We will see you in January for a hype January tournament.
It's going to be high expectations going in.
Check the community tab, I beg of you. And if you don't know where the community tab is, look at the live stream I did about the community tab.
There it is.
It was fun. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
I'm pushing a button.